What's good with you two? I'm back. You already know. Told you I'd be right back, man. I'm gonna let a few people get on up in here, man. Cause I feel like we still got a lot to talk about, man. This is it's starting to be too much of a little trending thing going on. I don't even want to call it trending, but it's like, man, come on, man. What's going on with our women, man? At some point you gonna, you know what I'm saying? At some point you gonna have to say, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at yourself and be like, dang, what is going on? You feel me? Like, what's really going on? Shit. We trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. We trying to figure it out. Cause we seeing it, you know what I'm saying? This is like starting to be alarming numbers. Like I literally couldn't put everybody's name on there. You see what I'm saying? Because it just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like just naming a few, but in the last year, man. And then you got two Mercedes more than the other Mercedes girl. Then you also got Alexis Murphy. People keep forgetting about her. Like, what the hell going on, man? Somebody gotta say somebody gotta say so. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link because it's gonna be. I'm trying to have a little more of a live discussion. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link ahead of time so I don't even forget. Pin that thing right there. And we're gonna look into a lot of this. We're gonna look into some real stuff though. Still, we finna look into some stuff because I was surprised on the amount of people that actually survived. There's a lot of women that have survived these things, man, and it's an alarming rate of them too. And we're gonna look into all that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look into all that. Just give me 1 second, man. And I also want to pull up. You know what I'm saying? I also want to pull up this Alexis Murphy story. I want to pull up that because this story right here, Alexis Murphy story, was real interesting to me because of one, for the simple fact is everybody thought it was Alexis Murphy. Everybody thought it was like some kind of big conspiracy, some big thing, and that they didn't find her for a while, but it turned out being something super super simple. Like you're not gonna believe how simple this was with Alexis Murphy. That's another Alexis. You see what I'm saying? That's another Alexis. Yeah, yeah. I had to come on back, man. Look, that's we gonna look into Alexis Murphy case too because I just want to show y'all how simple this stuff be, and it don't be no big old crazy conspiracy. I'm trying to tell you, Alexis Murphy is another young woman came up missing and everything. They couldn't find. They didn't know what what I'm saying, what to think. They just retraced their steps and looked at some footage of even closer from the gas station and all that, and they came back with it. Let me see. We go. We finna revamp something. We finna revamp. I don't want to see that. I want to see. Dang. So everybody. We gonna go ahead and go with this. Let's see.
You're probably wondering, what makes these chips taste so...
All right, we're gonna jump it off with this. This is Alexis Murphy's story. And I'm probably not supposed to be showing it, but I'm gonna show it anyway. So y'all, feel free to super chat anything because I might get this. They might want me not to, because this is a. But I like this documentary so much. I mean, it's like it's great. Let's see. I want to learn more about it. Yeah, this is yeah Alexis Murphy. This is her right here, man. Young girl, beautiful. Uh, Snapchat, TikTok, that type of thing. They everybody thought it was all this, and it could have the uncle and the ain't man say when they found out who did this, y'all not finna believe this. Y'all ain't even finna believe how this plays out, man. And it's very sad because it's almost too simple. You would think most people would be already know, like, no, don't do that, but it's real simple, and we finna get on into it, man. Hold up.
If you're still trying to figure out how to start an online business or how to get people to actually buy from you over
and then her father's Nissan right behind him.
All right, now look. Now we want to try to see this dude. What's his name? Was Jesse Matthews?
Yep.
Now, what city is this? I can't remember what city this is going on in.
Virginia, I
Somewhere,
think.
yeah, Virginia, somewhere in
Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Okay, let me see. Let's see. We gonna see what he did. Cause he probably did some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we should see. Jesse Matthews. Matthews, y'all. Yeah, he got a whole documentary on him.
A whole documentary. Dang.
Yeah, he got the yeah. It's one called "A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing."
Wow.
Yeah, notorious Virginia killer Jesse Matthews Jr. They say he was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, really?
Recently. Yeah, let me see. Watch this man. He's facing first degree murder charges and Hannah Graham. Oh, this okay. Look, this is enough. Look, this girl right here.
And we have
This girl right here. This is one of the girls. I guess he. Well, that now it makes me wonder how did the old boy know him, or maybe it's just because he been on, TV type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that
Right.
was a high profile case because they found him on the beach,
Yeah. Well, I'm
and that
saying the
girl
other
was that
dude.
girl was from college, so everybody was looking for her. So he would have known about that case.
Yeah, he would know. He would know about that dude already.
Mhm.
He would know about Jesse Matthews.
breaking
Mhm.
news in the death of University of Virginia student Hannah Graham. Her accused abductor has now been officially charged with her murder. Good evening. I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
I'm Candace Burns in for Stephanie Roshan. Lorenzo Hall is live in the newsroom with our top story. Zoe?
Candace and Bill, multiple sources confirming to CBS 6 tonight that Jesse Matthew has now been charged with first-degree murder in this case, which, as you very well know, has attracted national attention. We've learned that Matthew has been served an arrest warrant for this charge. He's currently locked up in Fairfax County. The 32-year-old has already been charged with the abduction of Hannah Graham, the second-year UVA student who vanished back on September 13th. Police say she was last seen with Matthew on Charlottesville's downtown mall. Now, her disappearance triggered a massive search, and Matthew was later captured near Galveston, Texas. Graham's remains were found within a rural part of Albemarle County back in October of last year. Now, prosecutors, they are expected to give more details about the murder charge at a news conference tomorrow. And of course, CBS 6 will be there. Watch for live coverage beginning on CBS 6 News.
What if I told you there's 7 different?
Now we're gonna listen to this documentary about him a little bit, because I'm interested in what he was doing and what he got caught up in.
College football star, much liked around his hometown, and something else.
Jesse Matthews is a predator. I think predators are different stuff, but predators have to pass in the environment where the prey is, because that's what they do, is they hunt prey.
Some thought him a gentle giant, but he used his strength as a lethal weapon.
He breaks bones with his bare hands. Who can do that? How is that somehow real, that a human could be a bone breaker?
There's only one word to describe what he did to those girls. There's just one word: evil.
Jesse Matthew, a student with the world at his feet, and a young man made for murder. How did Jesse Matthew escape justice as he abused, raped, and killed women across 4 states? Using expert digital imagery from a specialist forensic artist to show the changing faces of a killer, this series reveals the life timelines and the red flags of those who will one day be investigated for taking a life.
He didn't care if he was hurting other people, if he was doing things that other people didn't want. It was all about himself, whatever was pleasing to him. So he oftentimes just flew by the seat of his pants, and whatever he felt like doing, he literally did.
What's going on,
Matthew
Linda?
Jr., a talented athlete. He was offered a full football scholarship at Liberty University, Virginia. His future looked bright.
I think Jesse Matthew always thought himself as a special person, but obviously in his childhood, he was more getting in trouble for some of those special and unique qualities. As he got older and found football, he found this very pro-social way to gain positive attention.
Kids like Jesse Matthew, full of energy, can get frustrated in built-up areas and towns like Charlottesville. Nowhere to run, nowhere to play perhaps. They can get in trouble too. When he was 12, the mother of Jesse Matthew, Deborah, did her best to keep her son out of harm's way.
I think his mother actually moved him out of Charlottesville when he was beginning of teenagers and moved actually to the rural area. And so, he lived in what's called the North Garden area of Charlottesville.
The move worked. Early signs of a little waywardness seemed to disappear. By the age of 16, 6'2", 215 pounds, he'd become a state champion wrestler and then a star in his college football team, the Liberty Flames.
Jesse Matthew had the physical physique of a quintessential American football player. He had the large enough physique to be offered to play at the college level.
certainly Jesse was a massive figure. He was a large man, and I suspect in those days when he was engaged actively in athletics, he was a very intimidating figure on the field, if you will.
But LJ, as he was known, could be equally intimidating off the field. Autumn 2002 brought a new academic year and a fresh crop of new students to college.
There is controversy that's brewing, and it's brewing on campus. There's a young lady that has made a claim that she's been.
Well, I would have just paused it because I would rather just chop it up anyway. But as we can see, yeah, he was doing some shit too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna put a tracking device on my kid. In my kids.
Oh,
I'm just gonna do an implant of a tracking device
Well,
with how they see the
sign him up
dogs
for
when they
that.
rescue dogs.
Sign him up for that chip. Everybody was talking about they scared of.
No, not that chip. I'm just gonna do a personal tracking device for mine, so I can locate them because they do the cell phones. But like I said, if they get abducted, they could easily, you know what I mean? The cell phone could get thrown, and they still can't track. You know, they have those safety things for kids and stuff or for people. But I'm just gonna inject the tracking on my kids. It's scary, man.
You gotta really be on it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really be on it. Which, like I say, right now in these times, a lot of stuff is just getting more. Like the word I want to look that I'm looking for, like. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting more like it's just happening more often. Everything.
I think people are become more self-indulged or you know what I mean? Like they're worried about themselves instead of, being aware of your surroundings or being, just being around, just being mindful of who's around you and what's around you. People are just like, no, I'm just going to worry about myself. Kind of like this kind of like what it's kind of turned into to where I'm just going to handle mine and just take care of mine instead of, what, like that person looks like they might need some help or, whatever the case may be. Because I remember you said not that long ago, that's the way it was. People would look out for each other, just simple stuff, But it seems like people are just like, it's easier to turn a blind eye versus to act like they don't see it or know what's going on, because they don't want to get involved. It's like a selfish. I think it's being selfish. I think we should all be mindful of each other.
Yeah, most people, I ain't gonna lie, most people, and then I know I can't sit up here and you know what I'm saying, because I just sit up here and did it's the type of thing, mind your business type of thing.
Right. But see, that's a stigma too. There's a big stigma on that, and there's a lot of stuff that's kind of kept in the shadows because it's been generational. Just like if there's a couple, like a DV situation, if you're male or female, just comment in public, people are like, no, don't get involved. And I think I think it's come from way back when, don't get involved in other people's affairs. But I think that's a lot. I think people should be not even to get up with their business, but if they're doing something to somebody in public, they're making it your business. And I think that we should all just be. I mean, don't put yourself in danger, but let them know that they see you and you see them, kind of thing. And at least.
And don't get me wrong, there is some people they're gonna tell on your ass. They'll
Don't tell on you even if you don't do nothing. They too hyper aware.
You look suspicious taking the trash out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking the trash look like he thought. There's some people that's gonna do that. Then there's some people that just
they're not gonna. I see little clips of that too. They're like, "What are you doing here?" And she owns a home in the neighborhood. It was something she was doing hair extensions. It was like her little business. She was trying to jump off, and so she'd get on her little bike or on her beach bike. And this white lady came up to her and she's like, "You don't belong here." And she's like, "I own a home here." And it's like, why do they have to explain themselves that they are supposed to be in that neighborhood and that they own a home? Like, why do you have to give so much credentials to just you know what I mean? Just because they're all up in your business. I was trying to call the cops that she wasn't supposed to be in the neighborhood just because she was riding a bike and it act like she was a drug dealer and all she's doing is just, she would deliver the extensions to the people that would order them, in the community, and shit, that lady was all up in her business saying, "What are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to be here." Like she was doing something illegal. She's like, "I'm just selling. This is my business. I own a home right over there," and it's sad that You know, nobody owes anybody an explanation in that manner, but people feel entitled, like they have to know, like, who are you? You know, like, who notarized you to have authority to even need to know my business and have to, but it's gotten to a point to where people, it's just a habit to explain yourself, and you don't even catch it until you've already told them all your business because you're trying to prove that you are worthy, or you know what I mean? Well, in their eyes, you know, and
Yeah.
that's sad. I think it's just, it's
No,
disappointing.
it really be like, cause I remember when one time, like me and my kinfolk, we had came back from shopping and shit. We in the parking lot, and one of the neighbors pop up. You know what I'm saying? So we got our little bags in our hand when we get out the car, and my kinfolk, he has some new merch in the background, like his own merch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes, you know, he'll give out some free shirts. So he gave me a couple, gave the neighbor and another neighbor a couple. And it was like this Indian lady, she was like probably like 100 feet away, like hiding behind this SUV, just watching us. And we're like, we can
Like,
see
she
you.
thinks she's
So,
all undercover,
yeah,
like, we see you,
like
lady.
we can see you. And my cousin, he showed her a shirt. You want one?
You ain't camouflage.
And she looked like, yeah. She said, no, thank you, and walk off and leave. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, you want one?
crazy. Huh?
Yeah,
I know, it's just crazy how some people are. And you wonder what's going on in their mind, because I tell people all the time, I said, sometimes, you know, don't even tell them your business. It's probably more interesting to kind of find out what they think is going on. Their stories are probably more interesting and more, you know what I mean, crazy than what the actual truth is. They be coming up with some crazy, people be coming up with some, you know, conspiracies, and you're doing this and that, and you actually live in the neighborhood, and they've never taken the time to even see that. You know, it's your neighbor.
Look, I'm telling you, she was doing some real private detective work that time. But we can see her, like, we see you though. We've been watching, we've been looking at, like, because we're like, man, I don't know what's going on with this lady. We gonna continue to go. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what's
She
going
thinks
on?
she's all incognito and shit.
We see you. What's wrong with you? And then when
And
we
she
go,
act like she just walk away, like she
yeah,
wasn't just looking
literally,
at you.
no, she literally thought that we couldn't see her head. So when we looked over there and showed her a shirt, she jumped from behind the car. Oh, no, okay, no,
That's
thank you.
great. And she was behind a truck or a blazer or whatever.
Yeah, it was like an SUV. She was like hiding on the like, you know, right at the
Yeah.
tail end of the driver's side.
Oh, okay.
It's all parked because we all parked, and we like probably like
Was she
4
looking through
cars
the window?
back.
Looking through the
She
window
just
through the
she just
car?
had her head like she's peeking.
Yeah, yeah.
But we can see,
That's
like, we
crazy.
can see half your head. Like, your shit big.
Do
Got
you
big
not
ass
realize when
head,
you
bro.
look up, you got a top part of your head that shows?
Yeah, we can see your whole head looking at us in the eyeball.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's not hilarious, but you know, it's just, it's funny. Yeah, but it's just sad that people have to explain it, especially minority. You know, like, you know, whether you're Hispanic, whether, it doesn't matter. But when you're a minority, people feel like they can come up to you and make you feel uncomfortable in your own neighborhood, or you know, if even if you worked your ass off and you don't earn your right, and not earned your right, but earned your place to own that home in that community, and they still try to ostracize you
Yeah,
and make you
but
feel
see,
like
it's
you
crazy
don't
that
belong.
you even use the word "earn your right," because it's like
That's why I corrected
it's
myself,
like
because I didn't mean
a
it.
subconscious feeling that you have
Yeah,
to earn your right. You have to, hey, I work for the mayor. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And you
You
don't
have,
even realize it does affect you. Like right now, I just corrected myself. So I was like, that's not the right word. And I pulled back on that
but
because
it is the
that's
right word because that's how people feel.
that's how people feel, but it's
They feel
not a
like
right. You
I've
know, it's
earned my
you
right.
know,
I've been working. Dude, you shouldn't be,
yeah.
because they shouldn't have to explain themselves or why
But
they're
it
doing
shouldn't be a right. It should
it.
be you worked your
Yeah,
ass off and you deserve it, and that you're
my
just
house, this same house been here 20 years. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That type of thing.
yeah. But there's people like, and then you're talking about, you know, all these strange cases. And I remember I was watching or I would think I was reading a story about, and they say that it's always somebody that you know or somebody closest to you, whether if they're predators on children or women, or it doesn't matter if they're predators in general. There was a man that was best friends with, so he was a neighbor, right? And so the dad had, so the one neighbor had daughters. So he's known this man. They've been friends. They've gone camping. They've gone, you know, done little things for years, like 20, 25 years, right? So he had some, I don't know how many daughters he had, but he had a couple daughters. And it was like a two-story house. And I mean, the men were best friends, the neighbor and then that dad, right? So they found the story broke because they found out that so I guess the dad caught him after all these years, and that was he got in close. He was his best friend. What did they do? Everything together, family, everything. And he was going up, and he said, I always wondered. It says in the story that he always wondered why he would come over and he would ask to use the restroom, but he would never use the restroom downstairs. He'd always go upstairs to use the restroom upstairs, and it never dawned on him because they get in close, and they will even groom the parents or groom whoever they're trying to get close to you know what I mean, to be a predator towards. And I guess he had been recording his daughters growing up for years. I guess he was going and switching whatever he was switching out. He would switch out I don't know if they were tapes or what it was, but he had a recording device up because the girls' rooms were upstairs. So at this point, these girls have already gone through kind of their 12 tween years, and turning into teenagers and all this stuff. And they caught him, or I don't know if they just discovered it, but he had hidden something where he was recording and then taking the stuff out, and he'd go back up in there all these years, and he was putting new storage or whatever to record more footage of his daughters. I guess they said they had got, I think, 8 years worth of data or recordings or whatever of his daughters growing up all this time that he was best friends with him, and they're doing all these facts. That's insane, dude. That's just crazy. Like, that you feel so violated. I mean, even as a man or a woman, because predators will groom the parents, they will groom the adults just to get close to the children, and so on and so forth. It's insane.
Now, facts. People be weird. That's why I don't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. People be.
That's why I be running solo dolo. I don't care. They can sound crazy, and I don't give.
That's why I feel like, hey, if you make somebody have to fuck you up, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be just doing weird stuff. Period. Anyway.
And then when you catch them doing it, and then you really feel violated. Then you don't really trust nobody, and they're always on guard and watching watching everybody's P's and Q's, even when they're probably not even doing nothing. Some people ain't doing nothing, but you're all hypersensitive and hyper aware of everybody because of somebody's actions.
Yeah, it's like, man, but that's the difference. Like, it's some people that like, and you can never be too observative, but it's some people that's very observative, and there's some people that just ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I think we should all just what happened to the village that helped raise the kids, but you can't even trust your neighbors anymore because they're probably offenders. You know what I mean? But then you want to know who your neighbors are. I want to know who my neighbors are. You don't want to chase them off. Like, a lot of times they want to, when they alert you and tell you that somebody's moved to the neighborhood, and they'll give you something in the mail, like, that so and so, that they do have these charges, but you can't approach them, and this that you could be charged too, and which is, people are like, fuck that, we're gonna go do this and this and that. But if you think about it, you would want to keep them and be able to keep an eye on them, because if you scare them off, you don't know who they're going to go and prey on next, and the next person is not going to know. So I would want to be able to know where they are versus not know where they are.
Oh man, I mean, it be so many situations where the neighbors be a whole fool with it, and people never thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know. Like that one, what is it, the Turbin family that had those 13 kids or whatever? They had them all chained up to the beds, and they were, I mean, for years. And then the one kid that got out, and she's never seen a cell phone. She's never seen, you know what I mean? She was trying to explain to the police officer. She's all, I don't know. Like, she was just, they didn't teach them anything, so they didn't know how to express themselves. She was trying to say, and my sister, she's chained up over there, 13 kids. That's insane. And nobody knew the difference.
Yeah, people be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and that's the thing about it. You can never be always fully alert. You know what I'm saying? But you can try. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got. I think that's kind of why I try to be age appropriate with my, with all my kids, and have that open line of communication, but always be honest with them. Don't. I'm not gonna sugarcoat something if it doesn't need to be sugarcoated. I'm not gonna sit there and traumatize them either. But age appropriate, whatever age they are, I'm always talking about scenarios or situations, or if like. I talk about guns. I talk about, and if there's certain stories not too traumatic, but something on the news that I think that maybe my 8-year-old needs to see, because maybe I know that he's not really grasping what I'm trying to like kind of get across to him. And I tell him about guns. I said, guns are, if they're there, to hunt, to protect yourself. And I've said, but in his mind, I have to say, you have to go to gun school. You can't, I said, because there's people every day. And so I try to explain to him, like, people that run from the cops and then they throw their weapons, they don't always recover all those weapons all the time. And then kids, come across them and they think, oh,
Yeah, they
cool.
found them. Yeah, they found them.
Yeah. And even the play guns, they'll take the little orange tips off the guns. And so, then, cops are, they think it's a real gun because it doesn't have the orange tip, because that's why they put the orange tips on these play. That's why I don't let my kids play with guns, because I just don't want, a circumstance like that to happen, because you never know. All they have to do is pop that off, and it could look from far away like a real gun, and things can happen. But it's scary. And I try to tell my son and be age appropriate, and just very honest with my kids, because I don't want them to not say that mama never told them, at least try to, so they're aware of it and be able to recognize it if it comes across.
That's how my mom was too. Because even though if you don't tell them about it, they're gonna find out somewhere else.
Right, and I'd rather hear
They'll
it from
find
me
out
than
about
another
whatever
source.
they're curious about. They'll find out about it if you don't tell it.
Right, right. And then if you don't, yeah, if you don't do it, they might get the wrong information from the wrong
Yeah, they're
source.
gonna go ask somebody else.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah,
find out, because kids they want to learn. They want to know everything.
yeah.
And the younger they are these days, they want to know, like, I mean, the 5-year-olds is like they so smart right now. It don't make no sense. Like,
I know
have
my
you been here
4-year-old too.
before? Like, they be telling you all the time.
My 4-year-old act like he's in a debate all the time, and
Better
always.
gas mileage. Like what?
Yeah. My 4-year-old always acts like he's in a debate with me, and every single time, I swear, he always has to have that peanut gallery comment, and he'll always have the last word, like, but not like he's being a smart aleck, but it's like he's debating with me, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always
I
wants to make
never
sure that
knew
he has that
anything like
last
that.
word.
I really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
And he'll say facts. He doesn't say anything like, just like what what I used to do as a kid, just use my imagination and just say something off the wall. He says things that a grown up person would say,
Yeah, yeah. They pick up really quick now these
Yeah.
days. So
He's all,
yeah.
but no, yeah. He goes, but no, and I swear he sounds like he's on a debate team. I'm like, are you
I'm
debating
telling
with me?
you, and I feel like because everything is like right there in their face now. Like, you got the social, you got all this stuff, all this technology. Because like this will what really had me thinking, because my neighbor, he's sitting up there babysitting his grandkids, right?
Mm.
So all the kids playing outside, right? He barbecuing and everything. A lot of the kids playing outside, and he's up there to tell them, you don't want to go outside and play, move around, because you want to tire them little kids out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let him run
They
it
go to
out.
sleep. They're like, no, I'm just sitting here, everybody. I'm just sitting on my iPad. I don't need, I don't need what, what I'm saying? Research, like what?
And they look at you like you crazy or something. Like, what? It's like, I remember going outside, building tree houses, forts. Like we were out there. We were out there
You
doing
couldn't,
stuff.
when I was a kid, you couldn't even keep us from being outside. I'm talking about
Right.
we weren't caring about no street lights and nothing. We just get our ass whooped when we come home.
Yeah, or
We got
you
to
hear
get
them yelling
tired.
down the street, they'll be calling your name, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
I
We
gotta
had
go,
to
and you're already, yeah, going home. Because when it gets to the
but
point where
now,
they're yelling down the street, they're like, your mom's calling you.
yeah, yeah. Everybody like, man, your mom, she
You
want
better go because she could come looking for you.
you got to get away from us. You gonna mess up what we doing, because she gonna come over here. Don't
Yeah,
get
then
out
we
here
all
while you
screwed.
your
Yeah,
mom out here looking for you.
yeah,
That's
that's
what your
it.
friends gonna tell you to go home, because they don't want to
Yeah,
get out. Because she gonna
you're
tell my
like, we
mom,
can't be kicking it
then
with you. You're not gonna go home. And
she gonna tell my mom, then they gonna tell his mom, and we all gonna get in trouble.
yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, they had, and I think it was just more of a scare tactic. I don't even think anybody really got, got punished with it. But they had made, and if you think about it, if you do it and you don't give, you don't volunteer information to a kid that doesn't know that information yet, you don't let them grow with it and grow into it. Like my 8-year-old will tell my 4-year-old things that he wouldn't even fathom. I'm like, don't tell him things he doesn't need to know yet. Like it's too fast. But I remember they had it was like a wood, like a paddle, like something like to spank you with. And that's back in the day when you had the village, you know what I mean? You had the neighbors and the other ones' moms. And we all had to sign our name to this paddle thing. And so anybody who was allowed to be whooped with it, if we weren't acting right at somebody else's house, and they would like move it, they would rotate that paddle. And I don't even think anybody got hit with it, but how we knew that paddle was somewhere at someone's house. So we always made sure that we acted correctly, and if we signed our name to it, we knew that they knew that we were allowed to get punished with it. So I think it was more a scare tactic. I don't think anybody even got whooped with it, but it worked,
But and you know how they say, like, this is scientific fact that kids use more of their brain than adults do till they're like
Yeah.
5 or something like that. That's why,
Yeah.
like, they just don't know how to talk. They can read you. They know something. They can look.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
The babies, they look you dead in your face like a grown ass man or something. For real, they look straight in your shit and be like, "Man, I ain't fuck with that nigga." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, they might not be saying it, but you see it in their eyes that they're looking at you like, did you just really do that?
Yeah, the kids determine who they're gonna rock with from the jump.
Yep.
As soon as they meet you, either they like you, they're gonna smile, "Hey," or
Yeah, because they can sense it. But see, that's like they say dogs and children, like little kids, little babies and stuff. Because they're not tainted by all the bullshit that we get saturated with as we get older and all this crap. You know what I mean? They're not saturated. They're pure. They're honest, and they're gonna let you. They're gonna let you know if your breath stinks. They're gonna let you know if you look funny. They're gonna, they're gonna be honest because they don't know how to lie. They don't know how to do all that stuff
yeah,
because they're not tainted by everything.
That's probably because whatever my partner came out with the song and shit, my Dougie and shit, the little my little nephew, the little kinfolk, he was like 5 and he was crazy at it dancing. So they had to have him in the video and all that. So
Yeah.
we was all in the video and people were just throwing money at him because I'm talking about like little 5-year-old going crazy.
Yeah.
And we you know what I'm saying, we at the whole what's the name where they threw it at buying him some shoes and stuff with the money, you know what I'm saying? Try to ice him up, and stuff. And people was coming and trying to take pictures with him and stuff. This little boy said, this boy said, no,
He hustling.
he said, no, cause she ugly. I said,
and they'll be straight up. Yeah, they're honest.
She ugly. He said, nah, all my girlfriends look way better than that. I can't do no picture with her. I said, man, take the picture with her, boy. But
we're trying to show you what the hustle's all about. Trying to get that bag. Come on, man.
I'm like, push her.
He's
Okay,
ugly. Yeah.
But dang, I'm just telling the truth. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they look at you like, why? What's wrong with that? Yeah. My 8-year-old said.
Make this up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he would say. He doesn't say it anymore because I think I kind of curbed it. But for some reason, he had a thought process on people that were bigger, like fat people, and for some reason, he was already kind of starting to form some type of judgment or like a stereotype, I guess you could say, because I started noticing it. Just like he was just like, yeah, but just because they're fat, or like he had, so I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was not a good thing. He didn't want to have any, like, you could tell, like, he was starting to form that opinion, like he didn't want to associate with people that were bigger or chunky or whatever. And so I kind of curbed that. I don't think he realized I curbed it, because I was just like, you can't say that, like I didn't say I'm telling like that, but I curbed that real quick, because I was just like, oh no, because but see, they learn that from us. They learn that from the adults. So if we're not watching our P's and Q's and being the example that the what do you call it, like the template for them to be able to go off of, the role model that they need to follow from, they're gonna act just like that. That's why you've got all these little kids trying to act like they gangsters, because you've got grown ass people in their 40s still act like they gangbangers like they're 14. And you go to their house and they're like, we've been having behavior problems with them, and they all think they're all hard, and they're 7, 8 years old. And you go see these parents, and they're 40 some odd years old, still acting like they 14 years old, gang banging in the streets. They learn from us.
And that's one thing that I always said too, because if you ever notice, like, let's say y'all all out, everybody outside, little get together or whatever, right? All the men talking, youngsters and older, they all talking, and the women over there. Have you ever noticed, like, most of the conversations, which, like, I be trying to tell people, like, because it's like when people a lot of times when people be talking to these youngsters on that type of level, like kicking it type of thing, they always, like, basically in a lot of words tell the youngster, "Oh, you don't know nothing because you ain't never been to the pen." You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right.
they
They're already
literally promote
instilling like
that.
that's what needs to be.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what
you're not
defines you
nothing
as
that
a
you never been. So the kids in their
right.
mind, well, I ain't never been a pen, but I did get arrested for stealing one. But you ain't never
But
been.
you're
You know
already
what I'm
placing
saying?
that imprint in their mind of what they're supposed to. Yeah, you're placing like that imprint. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't understand it. Like, because a lot of people, of course, they're gonna be telling them the stories about when they've been there and all that. But
But when you say it
I
to a
feel like it's
child,
the
they
way.
take it
Yeah,
literally
I feel like
versus
it's
what
the way
another
that.
adult would
Yeah,
like. You don't know because you haven't been to the pen. They're gonna take that in a different narrative, and a
yeah,
kid is
they're
gonna
gonna.
take it
Yeah,
a
it's
literal
the
thing.
way that it's the way that you, like, literally promote it.
Say what you was it mean what you say and say what you mean kind of thing.
Because you always see, because it's one of these. It's one of the things where, if you ever seen anybody sit up there and go back and forth about who got more charges and stuff.
Right? Let me see your rap sheet. No, look, mine's longer. I got 3 more pages than you.
Yeah, I was at Pelican Bay though one year, nigga. You was at all your stuff is state, nigga. You probably did, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, bro, like,
Yeah, nobody's
you
comparing
got the little young kids,
who has more
they
charges
really,
and the rights that they can't have anymore.
yeah. Then you got the youngsters. They just sitting there taking it in. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
that's it.
They just sitting there
Yeah.
listening like a motherfucker.
Well, my
And
daughter, and I could tell you too, my daughter, when she was little, I could tell you like 3 stories, and I was just blown away. Like, and it's a perfect example of the way they are, how they're, well, how do you say it? I can't say the right words on the tip of my tongue. How they're taking the information in from the adults, and you don't realize that they're listening. They are listening because my daughter, when she was little, so I don't know why I had no idea, and I was just like, oh man, because people say white privilege, or they say like just with minorities and blacks and whites, and so there's just a lot of talk and conversations about it. There's always been. But my daughter, for some reason, I don't know if it was just because it was just a different shade of color, ever since she was a baby, she looked scared to death of black people. It didn't matter what shade she would look at. She would just look at them, and she was just like, oh, like they were like foreign, like from another planet. And I was just like, why is she doing it?
she probably just ain't used to it.
Well, I mean, and I don't want to sound. It's gonna sound stupid. I'm not even gonna say it. Like how they say, "Oh, I have black friends." It's not like that, But I remember there was this man, and his name was Rich. I was in a group home, right? And so there were other girls there that had their baby. I was young. I had my daughter young. And I remember I was getting ready for school, and I was taking her high chair, and you got to take the stuff in the kitchen and, basically rinse off their high chair and, do the responsible thing. They teach you how to be responsible and do what you're supposed to do as a parent, regardless how old you are. So they kind of guide you. And there was this man named Vince, and he worked in the front office, and he was the most soft-spoken man, the sweetest man you could ever meet. He was a really kind soul, right? But he was a little darker. He was darker on the darker shade. And he saw that I was holding her on my hip, and he's like, "Hey, if you want," and he's telling me real mellow. He's like, "I'll hold her for you, and just go ahead and handle your business real quick." He's just trying to help out, right? And I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "No problem." So I went to go I went to go give him, my daughter, and my daughter dug her nails into my shoulder, and she wrapped her legs around my waist, and so she's got to be like a year and a half, maybe two, and she was just like, don't you let me go. Like she dug her nails into me. I was like, this is so as she got a little older, my kids had staring problems to the point that their mouths would be hanging open, and I don't want them staring at it because it's very obvious. And they're like, they'll stare at something that's different, but the way they stare, it's just like, what are you teaching your kids? It looks like you're teaching your kids to just stare at people that are different, it just looks rude. So as she was getting older, it got to a point where I was like, okay, well, how can I explain to my daughter age appropriately that we're all human, we're all people, like we're all the same, but we're just like different shades, like how can I tell her that she'll understand it, right? So for weeks, I just kind of pondered different ideas and scenarios, and I was like, so I just I was like, chocolate. I said, there's white chocolate, there's milk chocolate, there's dark, you know what I mean? So like, it's all chocolate, but trying to give her like, like we're all people. It doesn't matter what color, because I didn't want her to have like this. I don't know why. I don't know where she got it from, but I just was trying to curb that too. And so I had explained that scenario. So maybe a couple months later, we're on the public transit. There's a little black boy in the back, and he's being acting bad. He's not listening to his mom, right? So guess what my daughter says? "Hey, mama, look at that chocolate boy. Ain't listening to his mama." I was like, oh shit! Like I was like, and everybody on that bus said, we're already gonna get off at a couple stops, right? So I don't have time, but you should have seen that whole bus looked at me, and I know exactly that I was thinking. Oh snap! That backfired on me because it looks like I'm not teaching my kid the appropriate.
You ain't teaching your
That
kids.
I'm calling people chocolate people, and and they don't understand the story behind it. I don't have time to explain to all these strangers. So I was like,
That's how they're
damn.
gonna look at you. You ain't teaching.
She said, "Look at that chocolate boy. He's not listening to his mama." I
There's
was
no
like, "Dad,
reason why
that
that
backfired."
kid don't. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at, oh, this kid's acting.
It's like, what are you teaching your kid though? Why aren't you teaching that? That's kind of how they were all looking at me, and and it was a full bus. Like, I mean, there was a lot of people on that bus, and she said it so loud. I was like, oh snap! And there was another time that we went to a pizza, like the kids, where you could take the kids, they play the games and all that stuff, and you take a couple of your friends and their kids. And at that point, she only liked cheese pizza, right? So, but everybody gets, so there's like a couple pieces on the long tables. So there's mushroom, pepperoni, whatever. Well, there's no more cheese. And I remember she had come up to me. She's like, "Mom, I want some more pizza," right? And I was like, "Get a piece." And she's like, "There's no more cheese pizzas." She was just at that age. And I was like, "Well, look, there's some with all this." I said, "Open up your horizons. Try something different. You've never tried it before. Look, there's mushrooms. Try something that you might like it." And so as soon as I said something about the mushrooms, she goes, "No, I can't eat mushrooms." And so everything stops just to see what she's talking about, right? I'm like, "Why can't you've never had them before? What do you mean you can't eat mushrooms?" She goes, "I can't eat mushrooms. They make me horny." What the fuck? I
Oh
was
damn!
like,
She said that. See,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh,
I mean,
and you don't want to
I mean,
really,
they
you
was
don't want to
stepping that shit
react.
though.
Yeah, you don't want to react right away because then they know that they said something that was alarming, and then they're going to try to do it just to get
Hey,
that
let me
reaction.
know. You was on that Patron one day.
There
They wasn't
you go.
sleep. You hear me? They wasn't sleeping at all. You thought they was, but you was on that Patron.
No, no, I was just like, so I get a lump in my throat. Everybody's, they're my
They heard
friends.
that from you. That's what they
She's
got.
like, I can't eat mushrooms. They make me horny. I was like, what the fuck? And
They
so I
got
didn't
that
want to give a
spicy.
reaction. So I was like, what are you talking about? And, I didn't want to tell her what it meant because she was still too young. And she goes, they make my throat itch. She meant allergic. I don't know where she got allergic and horny, where the correlation came from. But man, she had the timing where everybody, you know what I mean? Where there was people looking and wondering, like, what are you teaching your kid? Or what is she seeing at home? And it wasn't even like that. But my daughter just had like that impeccable timing to like just have things backfire on me like crazy and didn't even realize it,
Mhm.
Can't
No,
eat
but that's
mushrooms, they
that's
make
how
me
them
horny.
that's how them kids be though, cause they just kids are different. Like whatever they see that that
Yeah.
alerts them or whatever. That's just cause Like I seen with my neighbor, like he always be watching his granddaughter. She like 2 years old, and one day, you know what I'm saying, and she know me too. So, one and then we was getting our hair braided, and one day she was they was taking her his my neighbor's wife was taking. We was sitting outside, and my neighbor's wife was taking the little baby out to her mom. You know what I'm saying? Because they was just babysitting, so her mom come pick her up, so she got to walk past us.
Right.
And he like, hey, woo. And then the baby was acting like she don't know him, like she don't fuck with him. He like, man, what's going on with Asia? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. What's
Like,
going
who are
on?
you?
Yeah, she pointed, then she started pointing, and then like the whole time, like she looking like, I think I know the nigga, I don't know. But see, the crazy thing, he had this big ass fro because he didn't get his hair braided
I
yet.
would
That's
have
the
started
first
getting
time she ever
braided. She's
seen
like,
it.
he looks
And then
familiar, but I don't know.
it looked like whenever she would walk, whatever they was walking out, she pointed back at him, pointing at his hair. She said,
Like, what the hell? Yeah. You look familiar, but I don't know if I know you, though. You do look
yeah,
familiar.
yeah, I don't know about that shit right there though. That's some
You
different
better put
shit,
it
you
back.
know?
Is that, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. At this point, I think I know who you is now, but you need to do something about that big ass fro
Yeah,
shit.
because I don't know if I'm gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be rocking with you.
Yeah, that look crazy to me. She like 2 years old. She like, yeah, it's because of that.
Because they're
That's
used to seeing you certain ways. Yeah,
like, shit, you
it's
don't want to.
crazy.
You like, you don't want to get your, you know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah,
granddaddy. What?
yeah. They're like, back
Relax.
up,
It's
dude,
that
back
hair,
up.
bro. It's that hair.
And
You
they
know
do
what
give
I'm
you
saying?
that look, like with their eyebrows, like, what? You better back up. Yeah, yeah,
She
it's
pointed
crazy.
there. I was like, "Oh, bro, it's because you got that fro. That's why she acted like that. She pointing at your hair, like they off in the distance, and she,
Yeah.
she with his wife, she pointing back at him, pointing at his head, like,
She's like, who is this? Who is this fool right here?
yeah, do you see that though? I'm
He's
like,
an imposter. He looked like my grandpa, but I don't think he's my grandpa.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She like something ain't right though.
yeah.
Something just ain't right. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got pointed. I got pinpointed, but there's something right there. Yeah.
But I can
And then my
imagine a little
4-year-old right
baby.
now,
Look, she
he,
never seen him like that. She
yeah,
never seen him with no fro or
yeah.
nothing.
So they react off of emotions or what makes them feel comfortable or what makes them feel safe. That's what I'm saying. Kids aren't tainted by the judgment and stuff because they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to lie. They don't know how to judge somebody by just looking at their shoes or their clothes. You know, they react off of emotion and what they feel and what makes them feel safe or not safe. You know, so they're
Yeah.
gonna give you a more honest response. You
And
know,
that was so funny because she sat up there and looked at me. You see what I'm saying?
she's like, "Why are you rocking with this?
Like she
Like,
looked at me like looked at
why
him,
you
looked
bring
at
him
me
over here?"
like you know this nigga? Do you know this nigga? Like she looking like y'all know him? Who is this dude?
How
And
come
started
nobody
to hug
informed
me.
me?
Yeah, she looking at me. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm
And
like,
then they can't talk, so you can't have that conversation, but you can feel it. That's what you're saying. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. My 4-year-old, my littlest one, I can't have him watch me take anything apart or get a screwdriver and because I'm a single mom, so I ended up I buy my little kit, because if I need to put something together or fix something, I don't have just that handyman to call, so I just figure out how to fix it on my own. But he'll be right there intent, and he started watching me. So my other place, he hasn't done it lately, but he was on a little kick where everything was either halfway put together or halfway taken apart because he just was amazed by just how things could, and he would find ways to take shit apart. So I just kind of gave up because he was taking everything apart. Didn't matter what it was. If it came apart, it was coming apart. So everything was either halfway broke or halfway put together. Like, so I was like, sorry about, people come over and they're just like, why is everything like halfway fixed? And then I said, that's my son. Because he just, that's what kind of caught his attention. He saw me changing locks and stuff, and he was over here trying to unscrew the doorknobs and stuff. No, we can't be having that. But anyway,
I still going. Hey, so what's up, everybody else? I see everybody else is real quiet. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
are they still there?
Yeah.
Everybody's still here. I see Sky Mike ain't muted, Assassin Mike muted, but everybody else look like
I
they
was
still
starting to
here.
doze off a little bit.
Yeah, he's starting to doze off a little bit. But hey, but also I want this still that's still what I want to talk about because in my mind I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's gonna jump down.
with all these cases, man? Like,
With women
are we
being
still
abducted.
are we still because look now I don't want to say you know what I'm saying, but I do feel like at the same time women are more aggressive. You see what I'm saying? And we
Yeah.
just gonna put that as a fact because I see women they be going hard on dudes more than they will go on a woman if they get into it with a woman. So they
Right.
more aggressive. So it's like, is this what's playing a part in like why? You see what I'm saying? Think about this though. Let's be honest. Let's be serious. Because most women be like fuck a nigga. I don't need no. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's more. You know that's more the mo right now. And we trying to figure out why is this stuff happening so often, like back to back to back. Like there's another girl that ain't nobody talking about that came up missing too. That when I was looking up Felicia that they talking about.
I said, that all be an act though. You see how overly aggressive they be? That all be an act. And
Mm-hmm.
for that reason, they know 9 times out of 10, ain't no man gonna be around to come to their rescue.
Mm.
So by the time whoever attack them, take them, do what they gonna do, by the time somebody get on the hunt for them, they be done got away with it.
Right.
Yeah, no, that kind of make a little sense because you can kind of tell the way, like you would already kind of think like the way a person moving today, they don't got no dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You could feel the energy
Yeah, you can feel the
on how.
vibe.
Yeah, you could feel it.
Cause I know, I'm looking at it right now. Like most women, they gonna put up a fight and all that, but I'm still asking myself why. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Why this and that happens? Because from my understanding, like a lot of women are more aggressive these days. Like,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? They gonna be all out there with the shits and stuff, but it's like it seems like a lot of times you got your guard up for the wrong people or something.
For the wrong. There you go. You said it right there. For the wrong person. For the wrong
Mm-hmm.
person. And then while you got your guard up for somebody like me, or somebody that look like me, the other person, the purple person looking at you.
You trust them, you wouldn't even cuss them out. The same thing that I
Yeah,
did, the other
yeah,
next person would do to you.
yeah.
You
See,
just blow it off. It ain't a
they ain't
big
got
deal.
that energy. They ain't got that energy for him.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
for you,
That's how people know how to
they'll
play.
fight to
That's
the
how
death.
people know how
They'll
to
scrap.
play. Yep, they know how to
Yeah.
play. Because the same thing I could do the same thing that I could say to you. You gonna go all the way in on me, but another person do it, depending on who it is. Oh, it's nothing. You know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You don't know me. You don't know him. You get what I'm saying? Like that's why I said the energy be different. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they
Yeah,
really are
you right.
separating the women from the men that's gonna protect them. Like
There,
because
yeah,
y'all do
there,
feel like
yeah,
y'all don't need no nigga. Let's be honest.
yeah. That's where
Facts.
it's starting at.
Let's be honest. You know, we all done got hurt by people like you know. Everybody went through some things in relationships, but that should never sway you from the understanding of the way the world works too. Because I'm not saying that you need a man, but it does help a lot. Just like when a man don't have a woman, having a woman does help a lot. You get what I'm saying? It does.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go together. You get what I'm saying?
They go together.
They go
Right.
together. Like yeah, I'm saying, you know, they're not a dude that's sitting up there. He gonna probably be looking at you come out the grocery store, but when you see this nigga pop up right, you know what I'm saying, then his eyes is off of you.
Or
Right.
if you on the phone with whoever you with, or you talking to somebody, they gonna think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to she might got a man or whatever. And I don't even want to waste my time playing that game with her. She
Mm-hmm.
might got somebody that care about her. You know what I'm saying? That'll go
Yeah,
all the
like
way
yeah,
out. You know
this
what I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
be an easy, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy.
a lot of times they think ain't nobody gonna really start following up on you. Like even with this Felicia Johnson case, whoever did that, of course they didn't think it was gonna go like that. They thought that was probably
Right.
just snatching a chick from another state from the club that you know what I'm saying
Right.
But look, like you
that
said,
nobody don't care about.
but look at it. Who only who?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. How if the dad got any people with him or any hitters like that, but you only see the daddy front line, and you don't see no brothers, you don't see no uncles, you don't see no cousins. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's a big problem, bro. You don't see where I know she got some dudes she kicking it with, or some homeboys from back home, somebody she went to high school with or something. Ain't
Right.
nobody front lining. Nobody ain't front lining. Nobody.
Right. Yeah, and I seen people from back where she at on her page saying stuff, but it ain't too much that they don't even sound like they have the solid, you know what I'm saying, with her or nothing.
Right, right. For real.
They don't look like they got the solid, you know what I'm saying, with her like that, you know what I'm saying, on that level. Not saying that they not, but it just be like, man, yeah, I went to school with her and it'd be like that, you know what I'm saying?
It's starting to be every month now, you know what I'm saying? Every couple weeks now, one of our black women getting missing, and the
Yeah.
thing is like, yo, like y'all on they on the hunt for y'all now. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be
Right.
careful. For
Yeah,
real, y'all
I'm talking
definitely gotta
about
be careful.
definitely got to be careful, man, because I ain't gonna lie. I done dated some girls. I'm talking about they be so turned. I be like, all right, well, if some
Say,
shit pop off, nigga, you better be on the front line with the Draco, nigga, and then call me. No, call me. I'm being the crib chilling. You handle the shit. If you need some help, then call me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you obviously got all this. You see
you
what I'm
got all
saying?
the
That's
answers,
how I be
yeah.
feeling. I tell you straight up, hey, that motherfucking tire breakdown, don't call me. You take your strong ass and lift that back bitch up and pack it up without a jack. You feel me? Cause you got it like that shit. You strong.
Mm-mm.
And
That's
then
funny.
need somebody to change the tire for you.
Yeah. And then she go
But
through the
you
phone,
swear you
right?
don't need you don't need nothing.
Hey, boss, she go through the phone, look at your number. Boss said, don't call me. You
Yeah.
be on the side of the road for hours trying to change it. Then
Yeah, try to
somebody come
find
on the side.
somebody.
Yeah, then somebody come up,
Cause
throw
Nick
him back in the
said,
van. Yeah,
I told him he was all wild nigga. He ain't about shit. So he
yeah,
told me don't call him. So I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It's still being goofy.
Yeah,
No, you
man,
should still
still be like
call me,
that.
nigga, if you stranded though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Exactly,
on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Stop playing.
Yeah,
Shit, I ain't
Mm-mm.
call you. That's why I've been. Shit, I was out. I've been gone 7 hours. 'Cause I was sitting out trying to get somebody to change my tire. 'Cause you told me don't call you. Like, man, come on, man. You know I gotta go to work. You know
what
what I'm
I'm
saying?
talking
What the
about.
hell's wrong with you? You know I gotta
You
go to work.
funny.
Exactly, exactly.
Stop
Mm-mm.
playing, man. I just feel like
Yeah.
it's a real thing that we all gotta address it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, we really
Right.
do, man. As even men, like, cause I done seen some women just, and I know that the thing about it, he be a good dude. He ain't on the domestic shit, but he ain't no punk either like that, man.
Right.
Right,
Like you
right,
really
right.
toying with this man, about to make him go crazy just because you think like it's fun or something. Like I don't even know where you got that idea that this is the dude to be fucking with like that. Yeah, he your
Yeah.
nigga and he ain't down for no domestic shit, but don't take advantage of it. You feel me?
Right.
Right, right, right.
Don't take it. I'm telling you, don't. That's like no. We working backwards. We working backwards. Then I see it, and the reason why I'm saying it because I see it too often now.
Yeah, yeah,
You
for
come
real.
outside, you think it's a whole motherfucking gang fight. There's one girl outside screaming at a nigga upstairs, calling him all bees and yeah, and slide and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And knowing,
And then
knowing
she
that,
fuck around, go to jail. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like,
doing if that man feel offended any kind of way, and he stretched back one time and walk and slide you up on one of them cars, he'll be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be
Yeah,
out there
you
talking
gonna
to
have a
nobody
whole
like
bunch
no
of you gonna
dog,
have a whole
man.
bunch of charges on you.
Yeah,
You gonna have a
yeah.
whole
You
bunch of charges.
can't be talking to nobody like, especially no woman, y'all. Women can't be talking to no men like they less than a boy and stuff like they your son or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be doing that.
they like to toy with their manhood and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying. I
do
ain't saying
that.
that happened to all
You
Not
everybody,
can't
all
do
but
that.
people.
that's what y'all try
Yeah.
to challenge is a nigga manhood. That's the first option y'all go
Look,
to.
not all females are the same. Y'all getting that
That's
wrong
why
right
you can't.
there.
That's why you hit. You came in 2 minutes last night, bitch ass, in front of
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, in front of
Bitch ass
everybody,
nigga.
whole parking
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
He
that's
ain't
why
got
Man,
no, he ain't got no choice now but to slide you up on that car. I got to
mm-mm.
slide her now, bro. She done put all my business out in the street. It's either me or her right now.
I'm finna go fuck somebody because I need more than 2 minutes in my life.
Wait a
What?
minute.
Like,
What?
I'm about knowing damn well I was hitting that for about an hour, 30 minutes. You just
That's
gonna make this
funny.
shit up. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to make a
Yeah,
nigga look
That's
good.
funny.
But, you know,
yeah.
because
But
you
it's
wasn't damn sure
definitely
wasn't
not.
saying that last night. You feel me?
That's
Mm-hmm.
how they do it,
Yeah,
for real.
I remember. I remember you cooking eggs and shit in the morning.
Mm-mm.
It get look. I'm telling you, nigga, and they get mad at you, boy. It'd be a whole other thing. It'd be a whole other situation. Like you ain't never did shit. You ain't about shit, and fuck what you doing, and fuck the shit that's gonna come out your ass later on today. That all that everything. Like what the hell going on?
Oh goodness.
For real? Nah, I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep a little humor in it, but I've been noticing that like a lot of people are struggling with their relationships, even if they got kids and stuff, man. They struggling with it.
Yeah, it's definitely rough now, man.
A lot of people like it ain't just like I'm talking about. It be so many times I be sitting downstairs mad as hell. Then the neighbor comes sit out there and says, "Man, yes, she's getting me, she's driving me crazy, man." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
You too, yeah, man. She said, you know what I'm saying? Like we going to, I was like, man, I'm going to the same shit with my girl. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there be that type of stuff going on. Like niggas, like dudes can they can relate to each other because it's like the same shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
It low key be the same stuff. Like the same story that I'm telling you ain't abnormal at all.
We
The
hear that
next
a
man,
lot
they gonna be
though.
like, man, what do you think about this, man? I can't be like, I'm talking about, man. Say, look at this. My homeboy on the fourth day, he a chef, right? He get down, so he got crock pots and everything everywhere, right?
Mm.
This boy got barbecue, macaroni and cheese stuff, all this stuff, everything. You see what I'm saying? All
Mm.
around the house.
Hmm.
We supposed to be meeting up. I called my kinfolk. I said, bro, shit. I'm finna pull up over there at kinfolk crib, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Finna go down. They got Bob. They told me, said, man, shit, it ain't gonna be no cookout no more, man. That's
Yo.
the video. Look, she just up here and turned over everything.
Mm-mm.
I don't know, like, well, why? Fuck your cooking, nigga. Like what? Everybody look. They was mad. Look, they was mad at the biscuit. They were like, man, I at least wanted some of that cherry pie and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like people sitting outside mad in the biscuit. Ain't gonna be no cookout, man. Ain't no food. It's on the floor.
Ain't gonna be no
They like,
cookout
man,
on the
so ain't
floor.
no cherry pie. The nigga said, he's like, bro, I'm telling you, go. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? Get out of here. Like people, I'm talking about, man. Say, I'm telling you, man. Even at my job, I seen that shit. Where okay, you know how they have them little things where every team, everybody on the team brings something. Like, well, I can't think of the name where, and then everybody eat. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You got say you got 10 teams. Everybody brings something. Like I brought sodas and chips and stuff for the Rotel dip, and then somebody else bring this, and some girls made this and made that. Right? Man, I
Hmm.
swear they got up in there, and it was one small thing that made it This one lady, she brought like she had brought like a big ass like cheesecake, and this other girl was cutting a piece. No, she was trying to cut a piece, and then the old lady was like, "Nah, I'll cut it for you." She was like, "Nah, I'm a grown ass person. I can cut my own piece, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm talking about, look, that instant, just that happened.
Quick too on it.
Look,
Get
the
real
old
quick,
lady
don't it?
said, the old lady took the whole motherfucking cake, threw that bitch in the
Tossed it.
trash, and her food, the meatball. I'm talking about, I made this shit, motherfucker.
I know that's right.
Threw everything in the trash, and people looking like, man, Chelsea, why you fuck that up? You know that old lady tripping, man. You know, some
Right.
her rotel dip, man. She done threw
Exactly.
all of it away. I put on everything, bro.
She stood
Nigga,
on that.
like,
She stood on it. And she,
man, this
I made
nigga,
all this in here.
look at that, look at this. It was so crazy that the other old lady took off running. Oh, it's gonna get crazy. Look, the other old lady that's a like a supervisor. The supervisor took off running, bro. I'm trying to tell you. She old like I'm talking about, man. When I'm telling you when I'm talking about the way she dumped that in the trash, it's priceless. You see what I'm saying?
Crazy,
Right.
crazy.
And that's all your food that you bought. I made like I don't give a fuck about none of y'all motherfuckers. Like, and we like, what do we do? We did that because I could, you know what I'm saying? I ain't that was her. You know what I'm saying? Just threw everything. Just started tossing all the food in the trash that she made. Like, so now everybody outside smoking a cigarette, you know what I'm saying? Looking down, like, damn, what happened, fool? I don't know, fool. Chelsea had said something to her. And, she threw away all the food. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. You had that Alfredo fettuccine, you know that shit, all the good shit. Big old thing of Rotel dip. Big old crop, man. Throw the whole crock pot in trash. Boom. Don't even give a fuck. Walk straight off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't say nothing else. Nobody walked straight out. Everybody looking like, what's going on over here? Music playing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The music people jam and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Cupid shuffle and shit. The shuffle. They all in that bitch doing the Cupid shuffle and shit. And then people turn around and look because they hear this commotion, this like thumping noise. She tossing all the food in the trash. And dude. I'm like, oh man. So you know, then what happened? We all had to get back on the phones. Okay, well, we tried to get y'all our party
Try to
like
get
little
y'all something
thing.
to party off of.
Just
Right.
gonna get back on the phone. Just gonna get. That's the only way they can fix that. Just go because everybody getting mad and saying stuff, and everybody just get back on the phone. Just get back on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that shit right
Crazy.
there was crazy as hell.
Yeah, man.
But that's what I'm saying. It just take one little. I'm talking about one little bitty thing.
Let me ask y'all a question. So that on that situation with that new Alexa girl, y'all say the dude follow her out the store?
Nah,
Held the door open,
she
right?
followed him.
That's
She
crazy.
followed his truck in her car.
And usually, you know what? Usually most women won't do that.
I know. See, he was supposed to be hooking her up with some good green.
That's what I'm saying. Now, a dude that asks another dude, yo, if he want to find some smoky from out of town, yo, where's the smoke at? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? He'll try, it, but he won't even follow nobody. You know what I'm saying? To hear a
Yeah,
young lady
it
in a
be like, why don't
yeah,
you just pull back up at the gas station with it? I'll wait here.
yeah, but you know, he young, she probably ain't no street ethics. You know what I'm saying? And she probably thought
Whatever, whatever he told her, you know what I'm saying?
whatever he told her. That's crazy.
He probably
That's
told her he was gonna
crazy.
give her something for free, like or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's something that he had to tell her though. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
It's
say y'all.
definitely something that and like I said, remember he's a car salesman. He's
Hmm.
good at this.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep y'all kids' phone on share location all the time. Throw some Apple tags or something with locations on their cars.
Right.
Whatever you got to do.
And look,
Throw it in
and,
their
and
book
look, and then
bags.
and look, and then this is another thing. You know, people don't even know. Okay, You can sign in to your kid's phone or Google
Yeah.
Maps with your what's the name, and you can see everywhere they going.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I can hit
You know
my
what I'm saying?
son
'Cause
location
man,
anytime.
hey, I bullshit. I'll tell you one time, cause one time when my phone broke, I was using this is a while ago. I was using my girl's phone, that
Mm.
old one. You know what I'm saying? I know how to activate it myself. You know, you just press stars. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. I just switched my service onto that one, and her shit was still logged in. Like her Google was still logged in. So I'm saying, I'm like, shit, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just not. Well, it said that you just went by Ross or something. You still, you know what I'm saying? You spend it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally see every move. Because and
Mm.
then what made it crazy, because one time we was having like this big ass weather storm with lots of hail and stuff, and people was getting stuck and trapped and shit. And I'm looking and I'm like, man, I see where it's pinged at, it right where it's at, but she ain't answering the phone. So I'm seeing that she's there. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like she pulled up like an hour or something late, but I know what's going on. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you was at? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, yeah, don't ask me no damn questions. You know what I'm saying? But she don't know. I can see that she was posted at this spot.
Right,
So
right,
I
right,
want to know where the fuck you was at.
right,
But I damn near had to like get it, drag it out of her. All right, nigga, you want to know? It was hailing, okay? And I was sitting under the bridge with all the other cars. So I'm looking at her like, okay, okay, you tell the truth, but why the fuck you ain't just tell me that? You see what I'm saying? What the hell's wrong with you?
right,
You know what I'm saying? Why you just
right.
want me to come up with my own idea of what the hell you was doing? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it was actually hailing on the other side of the city where she was coming from work from, and it was a lot of people that had to sit under the bridge because it's big hail and stuff. And then I'm already pinging the location there. I put the address there. I can see that she was under. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you didn't want to tell me nothing. Like you still on me questioning me. I'm a grown up. Like what? Just tell me if you weren't doing shit. Just tell me where you was at, my nigga. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Cause I'm sitting here
Crazy.
concerned. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. I'm sitting concerned. You ain't made it back in like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Normally, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I be trying to tell people like, I gotta this secretive shit, man. That secret shit, man. I'm telling you,
That
that secret
shit,
shit.
yeah,
That nobody needs to
yeah,
know
man.
nothing what you're doing. No, motherfuckers do need to know where you're going and shit. For real.
Cause then soon as something jump off, and you be like, yo, who, where you at? And then
Nobody
all right,
don't
so
know.
I gotta go get. Nobody don't know now. I gotta get active. You know what I'm saying? She say she was going over there to what you call it out. Oh man, she ain't never make it
Yeah.
over there. Well, hold up now. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
look at and I don't even be born like, but I still be telling people like what I be doing and where I'm going.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
saying like
yeah.
if I leave out this house right now to go somewhere, you think none of my homies and my kinfolk, nobody ain't gonna know where I'm going? I'm gonna tell them they go like, hey, yeah, what's up with bro? Yeah, I'm finna go right. I'm finna go
Telling you.
over here to the ag and shit and meet. And, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Meet woo woo. This chick, yeah, the chick I'm telling you about Dana. You know, all that shit. Nigga, like it ain't gonna be like everybody scratching their head.
right,
When I last talked to him, he was just, you know what I'm saying? He was at the crib playing the game.
right, right,
Like
right,
people be trying to be so secretive whenever
right.
it don't be nothing to be trying to have no secret about. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
right now, the way the world is right now, what's going on, where everybody getting in all type of different type of situations. It ain't that nobody don't trust the next person. It's about we just want to make sure you safe. That's the thing. We just want to make sure you safe, and I just want to make sure if something happen, I know where to get busy at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That be the
and how you
thing. You
gonna
know
help
what I'm
if
saying?
everybody lying about where they at?
Exactly, exactly. I can't stand
You
that.
gonna
Yo, we
you gonna
pulling over.
send the laws in a whole nother direction because they somebody told you they was at the bowling alley, but they
Yeah,
really was just at their homegirl house.
yeah. SWAT team and keep the door into the bowling alley. Got the kids all scared and shit in there.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
over
you
there at the
don't
other
even.
spot.
Yeah, they investigating the bowling alley for 3 days.
Yeah.
Don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They looking at bowling balls and shit, looking down the hole of the bowling ball,
They're looking
trying to
at the
find some
score.
pin
They're
cushion
checking
that
the
bitch.
score.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
checking the score.
They been at your homegirl house the whole damn time. Some shit went on down over there. Now they don't, you know what I'm saying? Man, come on, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, gotta be
Checking the
realistic about
scores
this
and
shit. That's what I'm saying.
everything.
That's what be throwing because the police do be listening to. That's what I'm saying. Give me one sec, bro. But think about it. Even with the Kaniga Jenkins case, if you paid attention to what the detectives was investigating, they was investigating all these fake leads that people was pushing on YouTube and shit, calling in and telling them. You see what I'm saying? They exhausted a lot of time in looking into that shit. Because when you call in on that shit, they gotta look into it, right? If you call Crime Stoppers or whatever anonymously and tell them, hey, I heard that she got sold for $200 and whoop whoop, they have to investigate that.
Say she a new person in the chat. See, she say they talking about they got lifetime stories and everything about that. How long ago that Alexis Murphy case was? How long ago that was?
That was some years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. And get off them phones too. Like when y'all be out here in the world, stay off them phones and
Pay
TikToks and
attention.
doing
Yeah.
all. Yeah, you pay attention. Play all three of them mirrors. Watch all three of them at all times.
Right.
For real. So make sure that car ain't following you home.
Right.
Don't even take the same. I always tell you, don't even take the
Take the
same way
same
home
route.
all the time. Yeah,
Right.
switch it
Yeah.
up. Sometimes you gotta jump on the interstate, jump off the interstate, jump on the jump back and
R-
switch. You know what I'm saying? Make them motherfuckers
Right.
get tired.
Take the back streets.
Yeah, for real. Take the long way home sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I wonder why it
But
taking so
yeah.
long to get an autopsy on that other girl.
Who?
Um, Alexis Morales.
Yeah, they did it already. They just ain't told nobody nothing. But I think it was
Yeah.
like cause look, see that's why I say you gotta pay attention to the verbiage they use. However they found her, it was definitely like a very visible homicide.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if she got shot, stabbed, but they're saying like if you pay attention to the verbiage they use, they was saying like it was a not horrific, but like you know what I'm saying in them type of terms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They was saying that in a very that said they already they like so it wasn't like she was just strangled or nothing like that. From my understanding, the way that they described it, they were saying like you know, and I don't even know because I seen somebody telling their parents like showing their love talking about victim of gun violence though. That's how like oh that's
Right.
Did her family ever come out and do any protesting, any visuals or
I
anything?
haven't really heard anything about that, but if they did, then that's behind the scenes. Cause
Okay. Yeah, everybody don't want to be in the media. I just
yeah.
wanted to meet her family.
and I think they don't have to because they I think they know kind of know what's going on. I think they're just more focused on who was involved.
I'm just
Like they
glad that
know
baby
they
is
know how she died and everything. They just see
Yeah.
that the reason why they didn't even put that out there because it might be something linked that they got to it. Because if she got shot or something, it could be anything. You see what I'm saying? That's leading them to this. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's leading them to the conclusion that they're already coming up with. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Felicia Johnson, everybody asks, well, why the feds just jump on this date? There's a reason why they did. You see what I'm saying?
But her baby was found alive in a car seat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the baby was alive, but they said
Okay.
she was like something really happened. You know what I'm saying?
That could be
She
somebody
wasn't
she
just
knew.
laying there like maybe like they scratching their head on how she died. They know from that. Basically, what they're saying when they seen her in the car, it was the scene.
Mhm.
They just never put it out there and said, you know what I'm saying, exactly what it was though. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't say exactly what it was, but they did say it was like a real, you know what I'm saying, deal crime scene.
Mhm.
It wasn't they was not scratching their head like they knew for about a reasonable doubt. Like, and I forgot the words that they used, but it's like more, you know, they kind of like I guess they said the way they found her was graphic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Type of thing. And she was in the passenger side of the car.
Oh wow.
So whatever happened, the person didn't even have the privilege to put her in the driver's side. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't want to touch. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. You get what I'm saying? So that's probably
Oh,
like
somebody said two. They said two crime scenes or something like that in the chat.
two. They did two searches and two press conferences. A tragic. Let's see. Yeah, they said two crime scenes. Yeah, there. Yeah, it's something going on. They not releasing all of it, but however, wherever that the way that happened, it's obvious that they didn't put her in the driver's side for a reason.
Mhm.
They left her in the passenger side, and went on by their business. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit's all. You know what I'm saying? It's still this shit's all like crazy. You know what I'm saying? To me, period.
Mhm.
Still, it's
Mhm.
just like damn. You gotta look at this shit like, man, whoever did that, like, well, that one right there, we know that
Right.
she got killed. But then I was okay, so I was looking at this video where somebody was showing that she had some text messages where she was arguing with her sister, like on some
Mhm.
shit, like that bitch. You know I'm crazy, like that type of thing. Like I promise you, if I could, man, if I know I just went through too much stuff for my history to have it, but they were showing the text messages from her and her people, her sister or whatever. So it's like they're just looking into so many, you know what I'm saying. But on this case with her, I definitely think it's somebody that she knew. You know what I'm saying, for a fact. You know what I'm saying.
Mm.
It's definitely somebody involved that she knew on this case with
Yeah.
Alexis Morales, with her and the baby being taken care of and all that. There are little details that they're not telling us. You know what I'm saying? Because
Story
we
crazy.
know for a fact the baby didn't sit out there in that car for 2 weeks or nothing like that.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
we grown enough to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
They said the baby was dehydrated, but that you know what I'm saying that it wasn't on the level of where you know what I'm saying, to where they was like, yeah, the baby was been out there for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? They already know this though. You see what I'm saying? They already know what's going on.
Mhm.
They know that somebody uh you know what I'm saying, took care of that baby. And then I was hearing that the baby had a fresh diaper on.
And that's
Oh
what I heard
really?
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they were saying the
A
baby had a
fresh one
fresh
too.
diaper on.
Who have her child's father came forward?
Yeah, the father,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
trying to get
Both
a
of them.
DNA test. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
husband
both
was
of
out
them.
on the crime scene. But
And the
remember, she
father.
married this Nigerian dude to help him get. And see now
I
look,
think nobody don't know who the baby dad the father is.
it definitely ain't the Nigerians dude. That you know what I'm saying. It definitely ain't. But they said, they're trying to put out there it could, it's possible that ain't not one of them, either
Damn.
or. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to push.
That's cold as ice.
Because the dude that is supposed to be the baby daddy, he trying to get, you know what I'm saying, the baby, you know what I'm saying, get the test and shit. But see, that's why me looking on this case, I kind of understand because look, you gotta understand, it do make sense because look at the car she was driving. Not saying like let's look past all this that says she couldn't. Look at the car she was driving. BMW SUV. Those are the type of cars that the Africans that they be kind of rich or got some money. They gonna have that. They gonna be driving it. That's a normal thing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
And ride foreigns.
and it got her name on the back, Moolah Moolah, on the license plate. He been, and allegedly he already had a house that they both were staying in because they had to, but she wasn't staying there all the time. But she had to, they have to make it look real. You know what I'm saying?
So, boss, what was the when her and her sister was arguing about? What was the sister kind of like jealous of how she was living or what? What was going on with that?
Well, I remember one of the texts she was saying, "You just like Alexis told her, she was
You
like,
ain't
you
know.
just miserable, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying."
Yeah.
And she said, "You already know how I am." She said, "No, I don't know." She said, "Well, you will find." You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see if I can find this shit. Let's see if I can find this shit. 'Cause I'm trying to see if it was somebody posted on Facebook, but I think it was YouTube. Watch. Let me see if I can find this shit, bro. They was having a good little battle. You
Back
know
and
what I'm
forth.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
yeah,
having a
yeah.
little touchy. And
I
Alexis
seen that.
Morales was like laughing my ass off, like you a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't taking me. Like, you know how I get, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Which you
Seemed
know
like
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit of jealousy between both of them, or at least whatever sister was mad at Alexis or whatever. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, well, I'm finna try to find this right now. Come on, because if I already looked at it, it should pop up, man. Like, come on, man. Just go ahead and okay, hold on. Oh, here it go. I'm telling you, because I already looked at it. See, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Everything doesn't.
Assassin, I'll be finding the shit, bro.
Already.
I'm gonna pull it up, bro. I'm gonna pull it up, man. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you some receipts, man. I don't just
Let's
be
see.
making up shit, bro. Like I'm gonna find it. If I can't find it, we gonna sit here till I find this motherfucker, right? You know what I'm saying? We gonna sit here until I find it. Watch this.
Let's see. T. Breezy said dehydrated hypothermia.
Mm-hmm.
The husband is the only one who gets to see him. Moolah Love was on a plate. Nah, Jada not jealous. Lex
You
was a
find out the
liar.
person died.
Yeah, Jada's her sister.
And should have
Yeah.
made things right that we're about to pretender here.
Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna
Did not
skip
get
straight to
resolved.
the.
Show some emotion, especially after what I found out today. At what point do you break down and tell the public, oh my God, me and my sister were not getting along the last couple of months. We were in a nasty argument on Facebook. And it's like, when do you tell the public? When do you break down in front of the camera? Because I haven't seen it. When do you say, I miss her so much and I should have just made things right and I should have been the better person? Or I didn't get a chance to tell her I loved her and we weren't even talking. This is all allegedly. I have no facts. This is my opinion. But what I'm showing you right now is all actual and factual. Jada Morales. Mula, if I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize. Mula is Alexis Morales, and you can find her on Facebook with that name right there, Mula. Jada says to Alexis, we're just going to call Mula Alexis. Jada says, you steady laughing, but when I get off work, I'm going to eat your ass up. I'm going to make you delete me. Alexis says to Jada, I'm already about to block you. I don't care about you acting an ass. You can act an ass alone. Keep
Mm.
it a buck, keep it 100. Not about to entertain you or your minions. Like I told you earlier, you miserable and it's sad. Jada says to Alexis, that will be your best bet. You keep making statuses, so you want to go there. I'm going to take you there. Don't worry, I'm going to tag everybody you know.
Mm.
Alexis says to her sister Jada, you see the emojis? Deuces, peace, whatever. I'm not bothered. Do what you have to do, little emojis. Okay. Jada says to Alexis, you know I'm screwed. Uh-oh. You know my screws are loose. I don't know why you went here. I really don't even like being like this. Again, Jada says to Alexis, you know my screws are loose. I don't know why you went here. I really don't like being like this. So Alexis says, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing. See the little emoji? I don't know. Okay. So she says she don't know what you're talking about. And Jada says, yet another lie. I have a message saying you know how I am. But if you don't know, you gonna learn. Yet another lie. I have a message saying you know how I am. But if you don't know, you gonna learn. You're gonna learn today. Okay? So Jada says to Alexis, I have a nice family. My man takes care of me. I'm good. I don't have a reason to be miserable. That's what Jada says to Alexis. Okay. Alexis says to Jada, little emojo, she's laughing out loud and all that good stuff. Kind of like, whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So there's somebody who was concerned about this nasty little argument between the two sisters. Christine Marie. She steps in and she says, so I'm here being nosy and looking in the comments. What y'all arguing for? Because I'm confused. Jada says to Christine, cause she be lying and I got mad. Then I went on Facebook telling everyone I was talking about her baby. And I don't do shit like that. And she says, she was calling my nieces ugly and bald headed. Okay. Christine responds to Jada.
See, I want to pause that for a minute because that stood out to me. Why would she be? What could she be saying about the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Like that it ain't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like think about what could she be actually saying about the baby? Like you don't even know who you like, or you do you hiding who you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a low blow. That was crazy
Like
right
you
there.
don't even know who your baby is, or you hiding. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too many. Like think about what could she actually be saying about the baby,
Mm,
but something like that, whereby what we was just talking about, where the baby daddy say he trying to get, because he want to get custody, so he got to get tests, you know what I'm saying,
right.
and all that. What could she be saying about the baby?
It's crazy.
Yeah, tell him, hey man, that baby possibly ain't yours or what? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Hmm.
Yeah, what could she be exposing and tagging people about? You know what I'm saying? Like she said, I'm gonna expose it and I'm gonna tag everybody. She said, "Do what you gotta do."
Mm-hmm.
What could it be about if it's concerning that baby? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it's concerning that baby, what could you be tagging people about or anything concerning that baby? I don't know, but we gonna keep hold on. We finna keep looking at it. But I just wanted to point that out because that instantly got my attention. Like, cause we were just talking about the baby and all that, and then it's like, here you go. They arguing about the baby and stuff.
Jada Morales and says, okay, I seen that. And y'all called her baby a monkey. Mm. In other words, I seen that. That y'all called her baby a name too, in other words, okay? Y'all know y'all too grown to be arguing. And if she's a liar, let her be a liar.
Type of sisters is
Jada,
these?
just don't fuck with her anymore. Y'all sitting up talking about each other's mothers and kids. That's childish. The kids are innocent, I must agree. They don't have nothing to do with nothing. Just cut her off, cut her water off. Okay? Hmm? The kids are innocent. They don't have nothing to do with nothing. Just cut her water off and be done with it. Let it go, right? Everything doesn't need a reaction. I agree with that. If you said something about her baby, oh well. And if you didn't, oh well. Okay? Mm. All right? If you said something about her baby, oh well. And if you didn't, oh well. Long as don't nobody throw hands with you, which you do have those hands, it shouldn't be any problems. Mm. So Christine is saying that Jada, Alexis Morales' sister, has the hands, and you see it. Everything doesn't need a reaction. If you said something about her baby, oh well, hell with it, right? And if you didn't, oh well, hell with it again. And then she says, Christine says, as long as don't nobody throw hands with you, which you do have those hands, it shouldn't be any problems. Now, this is these are two sisters here. These are supposed to be two sisters here. And I'm telling you right now, this is not good. And even though the lady Christine was trying to help, like trying to get them to stop going back and forth, why would she make a comment like that? Which you do have those hands, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be any problems. Huh? Don't that's kind of like at first you're trying to see what's going on and kind of telling her to let it go. Then you turn it into instigating in some way. That's kind of a form of instigating. And these are two sisters. And oh, baby, I tell y'all, they're not close at all. They're not close. I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even think they were talking. This is what's hidden from you. Let's continue. This is nasty. Okay. Jada responds to Christine again and says, I didn't call her baby shit. My other sis did after she called her kids bald headed. My other sis did after she called her kids bald headed. So I'm just going to say they allegedly pulled in another sister because this argument is between Jada and Alexis. But you clearly see it. Jada says, I didn't call her baby shit. My other sis did after she called her kids bald headed. Christine says to Jada, oh, well, y'all needed to stop arguing. Y'all sis kids not bald headed. And at this point, she's just saying shit and upset because that's what people do when they're caught in a lie. Okay? Stop lying. She called my son a monkey way before I said shit about her daughters. And this is what Alexis says, towards Jada. Stop lying. She called my son a monkey way before I said shit about her daughter. Okay, that's Mula. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's okay, here we go. This is the next message. Okay. Jada says to Christine, I don't know what she doing, but I really was trying to be cool and she took me there. Alexis says to her sister Jada, I tried to be cool and cordial. Y'all took me there. The fuck? Like the fuck you talking about? And then Jada says to Alexis, you really believe in your lies? You really believe in your lies. So she's calling her sister Alexis a lie. So
See, I'm gonna pause it right there because you see how many times they're saying that she kept saying your lies. I feel like that's the inside thing where she's not saying on the text what she's lying about. Alexis knows what she's talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it because you keep saying so. What lies? They're not in this text is not saying nothing about no lies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What lies are you talking about? You're gonna expose and you're gonna do all this too. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about it. We have not seen anything about no lies yet. Nothing that not talking about no lies. Well, bitch, you said none of that. But she just keeps on saying you be really believing your lies. So the question
Mm-hmm.
is, what are you saying that she been lying about all this time?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta really like that's what I'm saying. Like when I be listening to stuff, I sit there and look at it on the outside looking in, like if you was in a part of that situation, if that was you and somebody talking to you, and it's gonna be like, if that was a text, I'd be like, what motherfucking lies? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What lies are you talking about? Clear it up. Say it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they know they both. You can tell this is a conversation where both of them kind of know what they're talking about, and they're not making it clear for everybody else that's getting in and putting their input. You get what I'm saying? But they know what they're talking about. She knows what her sister's saying whenever she's claiming her as being a liar about, or whatever she's claiming her to be a liar about. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah.
knows the text messages ain't breaking it down, but because they already know. Because what's already understood don't need no understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because once she get ready to expose it, see, she ain't gonna be exposing it right now. Because she said she will expose it. So of course she ain't saying whatever she says that she was gonna expose yet. Because remember she said I'm gonna tag everybody too. But what are you gonna tag everybody about? That she like, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna expose?
Right.
Alexis says to Jada, you the one lying. Got the got the Pinocchio nose growing and everything. Okay. Got the pointy nose out. And we all know that means that's the major liar. When Pinocchio come, you know that you're doing some serious lies, okay? You really believe in your lies. That's what Jada says to Alexis. Alexis says, hey, you the one lying with your Pinocchio nose ass. Okay. So I'm sorry. Jada says to Alexis, I have screenshots. I really try my best not to lie. It's called morals. Find some. Okay. Okay. This is where it gets deep to me.
And I'm
And
gonna
I'm going to
stop it
stop
right
it right
here
here
and
and ask for your opinions. Let's go back up. We got the Pinocchio nose for it. I'm sorry. Okay. Jada says to Alexis Morales, I have screenshots. I really try my best not to lie. It's called morals. You need to find some. You know, Alexis Morales is coming back on her sister a little bit. She says, you don't even got none, and puts the little emojis up. Okay. And then Jada says to Alexis Morales, when I see you, you know how I'm coming. And you see it? The knuckle up. You see the knuckle up right there, okay? You don't even got none, is what Alexis says to Jada. Oh, when I see you, you know how I'm coming. In other words, it's going down. Okay? There it is. Not making this up. Very last message. Uh, Alexis Morales says to Jada, "Oh my God. I'm so terrified. I'm shaking in my boots." There you have it. Okay? You can see it for yourself. Okay? They weren't talking. No way in hell. These two were, it said 12 weeks ago, but I believe they were not doing well. Um, if they were doing well, if they were speaking, it was fake. It had to have been fake. It was fake. But I felt like this is when you talk about someone's kids, you can hold that anger for a long time. And it's so sad because these are blood sisters. They shouldn't be fighting like that. And that's disgusting to me that the Christine lady, like I said, at first kind of try to, make things right between them, like, let it go, whatever, whatever. Then you turn around and say, as long as she's not trying to do this, because we know you got the hands. Like, what are you doing? You're instigating. And then they mention a third sister, allegedly. Okay, so it's just like, I don't know, guys. It's crazy. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are, but this don't look good.
So what? How y'all feel about that?
That shit
You know what
crazy.
I'm
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
saying?
They definitely was not being sisterly, so I don't think they were talking at all.
Yeah, like now her being her sister, like of course we don't. We're not trying to point a finger at them, but could this be an extension of what could have? Because all she had to do, like, once they got start beefing and it's talking to other people, you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right. And it's going to be taken a whole different way, too.
Mm-hmm. Because they was just both talking about airing out everybody each other business, but who you gonna air it out to?
Right.
To make the other person feel, you know what I'm saying? Who you gonna air it out to? Most likely, it's gonna be to the person that you was lying to, right?
Right.
Think about it. That's the best. Like, who else are you gonna like? Because even if you post it on Facebook, you're posting it for the person that whoever you say she's lying to, or lying about, whatever, to see it, right?
Right.
Because it ain't gonna matter to her Facebook friends. It's gonna matter to the person or whoever is being lied to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, rewind it. We come to find out that she is married to this African dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mhm.
She getting him citizenship. Allegedly, he been had a house that they was staying in, but she didn't. She wasn't staying there all the time, type of thing. We see the SUV. We you know what I'm saying? Like, let's put these pieces together. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the pieces together. She arguing with her sister about, and she's saying you miserable. So that's also another statement of her saying, like, I'm living better than y'all. You see what I'm saying?
That's what
Right.
I was saying. That's what the jealousy came in at. I'm
Yeah.
stunting.
She said,
Good
My
husband.
dude treat me right. I got a good dude. But she still said, I'm living better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm driving around in a BMW SUV. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And them hoes ain't cheap at all.
Hell no.
Just the
Shit's up
gas
there.
alone.
Yeah, yeah.
So who you think paying for this
Right.
in that? You know what I'm saying? Who would be? That's what I'm saying. And then, remember, I showed the pics of him standing outside on the scene and how he was looking. Like, the
It
question
looked
is,
strange, right?
the thing is, it was definitely something going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about, but a few people. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if they don't know what happened, they know what could have led up to it. You feel me?
Mm.
That's a fact. It's certain people that know what could have led up to this. Cause they'll be able to tell. They're gonna be like, well, yeah, she okay. So basically, you know what I'm saying? Shit, she
Right.
did it on the porch, and you know what I'm saying. And then she told, you know what I'm saying. That's people. That's somebody that knows exactly what was going on, bro. Because they literally sit up there telling you it's secrets, but it ain't a secret to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So all it takes is that back and forth, and then we'll get to talking and going. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And expose it. See, that's, you know what I'm saying, all that type of stuff. Like, if we sit there looking at the text message, we see what's going on. I'm gonna expose you, no, bitch. I'm gonna expose you. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
It was crazy.
And it's
Um,
obviously something that got exposed because that would explain why something happened to her like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause who else gonna have the motive to do that to her? She in a very nice car. She ain't in no hood. She was only 15 minutes away from the park,
Right.
and the baby was taken care of. And she was missing for 2 weeks. Okay, so the baby was in the car 2 weeks by itself and survived.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Mm-mm.
don't think so.
A little baby, newborn.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
No,
Mm-mm.
yeah, it,
No, he
that
usually died
didn't
after the
happen.
second day.
Yeah, yeah, that didn't happen. So we know that. So it's like now it's like, oh my god, they got a whole case on their hands right now. You see what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
got a whole case on their hands. And it's gonna be crazy how this one turned out. If they try to come back with nothing, that's gonna really be crazy.
boss said
Oh,
nothing.
shit, we don't know.
We don't know her. Boss said nothing. Damn.
I don't know, true crimes. I mean, that's just from my understanding, that's the only messages that I've been seeing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't see that, but it's possible because the other sister said. I mean, Alexis said the other sister said that. That's my other sister that said that. So it was possible. And the thing about it is, we not necessarily saying that the sisters did anything, but I'm saying is what could they have said, or you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
could
Led to
cause
something
the
else.
the effect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did y'all sit up there and expose shit to the husband? The nigga that's tricking out, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's paying all the money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about it. Like, cause they said they was married for like 5 years,
Mm.
which is kind of like a standard in a lot of cases. And sit that like you gotta be married a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, and I already know because, like I said, I had a chick from college trying to ask me to do that shit. So the first thing I was like, hell yeah, I do it. What, you gonna give me 20,000? Hell yeah. And all right, I'm finna go. But then she was like, no, but still, we're gonna have to like. She was like, you can come stay here, and I'm like, well, nah, I'm not. Why would I do that? Like, we're gonna have to show. It has to look like because they come by and check. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like, you got to have clothes hanging up in there. Some drawers maybe on a bathroom floor. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You really have to have that. Like they really check up on that. That's what she was telling me. Like, no, I can't just we can't just get married and you just run and do your own thing and be in the clubs and stuff. Like and don't never be around. Like you have to actually be not necessarily living here every day, but you have to be living here too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you gotta have your PlayStation plugged up, your weights and shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
Some
look like you
drawers,
stay
shit,
here.
man, on the floor. You see what I'm saying? Some
Yeah,
man shit in here. Like you
gotta look
gotta
like you
show
be
them.
here.
And that's when I was like, oh, I don't think I could do that. Especially when she started telling me that she liked me too. I don't think I could do all that, man. Because I was young. I'm trying to do my thing. I'm already, you know what I'm saying. I don't have to pay no rent. I'm young and I got a good job. I'm partying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She talking about I can't just be out there like I was doing every day and all that. Like, and basically I got to play house. You know what I'm saying? For some years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that's kind of like a big commitment for me right now. You know what I'm saying? It really is. I don't think I could just play house like that. But I'm that type of person that will give it to you straight like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least you honest.
Yeah, it's been many times people like, hey, bro, I put in ooh, and I'm like, nah, well, I already got too much. It sounds great, but I already got this and that I'm doing. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I appreciate the
Yeah.
offer and all that, bro. But I already got some shit going that I need to be handling before I even try to, fill my basket up with too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Sound like a great deal. You know what I'm saying? But shit. Mm-mm.
First thing they say, you sure you don't want to get on in this, man? Shit, it's easy with it,
Mm-hmm.
man. Like, nah,
Hell
bro,
yeah,
I'm
like
good,
bro,
bro.
you don't even have to call me or nothing. I ain't just call me whenever. I already, you know what I'm saying? I'm already good. I already got too much on my plate right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that damn hungry. Like my stomach gonna be full when I finish this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta eat tomorrow. You gotta eat tomorrow, then. Shit.
Yeah. But it don't always be like that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be calling you for the next 30 minutes. Hey, what? You know what I'm saying? Like all that. You know what I'm saying? It sound good.
Yep.
But it don't mean that it's that good like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it sound good. All that shit, yeah, it sound good. You know what I'm saying? But shit. That's why I say with this situation, like however this shit unfold, it was so crazy, it probably by the time they even start breaking shit, like from what I'm getting with this case, we might really see a move in like a year. Unless it's just finna happen real quick. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna be there, forgot about the case when they start making moves. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Before they even start like arresting people or whatever, a lot of people gonna been and forgot about this case because it looked like it's a little deeper. Like they're gonna have to do some deep investigation to accuse anybody of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just a lot of little different things and scenes and episodes surrounding it that they're gonna have to place together accordingly before they can try to make any moves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like even the husband, like he probably gonna sit there and fucking go crazy waiting on this what they gonna come up with. You see what I'm saying? Like if he had anything to do with it, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be waiting around looking. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna. They're gonna come now. The way they gonna come slick. You know what I'm saying? Right now they tell everybody thank you for your cooperation, sir. Thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They doing all that right now.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna. They're not telling you what they got going on though. Right now, this all is their hands. They shaking hands and shit. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yeah, just keep my card. Yeah, if we have to call you, we'll call you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right now, everything's yeah. We'll call you if we need any more information. Just keep my card. Keep my number in there. So if I call you, make them feel. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable too. With them not knowing the whole time, but see, if the husband gets out the country, that's gonna let you know something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder did he have an insurance policy out on her?
I heard something about that too. I heard that he had like a. I actually heard that he had like a million, like for
Oh
real.
man. Mm-mm-mm. Wow.
That's allegedly. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy that you said that because I did hear them say that he took out a whole what's the name on her. And that, you know what I'm saying? That make you think because like really even when you think like cause like even I thought like it'd be that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just marry you, give me 20,000. I don't have to even you know what I'm saying? And she was braiding my hair. She's a girl that braids my hair. So it's like so in my mind I'm like, so I'm gonna just do the same shit. I'll give you a ride every now and then from school. You braid my hair. I done married you, and that's all we're gonna be doing. But she was honest with it, like, no, you're gonna have to really, you know what I'm saying? You really have to be dating me. You know what I'm saying? For real. You have to
Mm.
know me. You can't. You're gonna have to know my last name and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to know your last name. Like they have to know, like because they're gonna come question you and stuff. Like from time to time, like some people like it depends on what they see. Like the first time, if they come, everything looks so good, they might not press you that much. You know what I'm saying? They might pop up 2 years later, but they gonna call you when they finna pop up too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, you rolling the dice. You don't know, so it's best to always have it there like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be waiting on the call and running and moving your stuff in and stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have to play that part for that time if that's what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because you know how that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way they do with a lot of things like housing and stuff. They could just pop up like a PO. Like you could be on probation, and the first time if you piss clean and everything good, they might not even piss you for 2 years. Like they don't mess with you, but they could just out of nowhere for some reason. You see what I'm saying? So that's not something you're gonna roll the dice on, especially if you already paid some money. You know what I'm saying? If you paying her money, you're not gonna roll the dice on that part. Like the where we could even slip up. You see what I'm saying? They can't get caught slipping up. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, because that's exactly how. Because I was young, I was like what, like 22, 21, like 22. Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then when she sat down because like we was actually cool, we was friends. But when she put it down and told me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think about this a little bit. You know what I'm
You have
saying?
to be like just a little bit longer now.
Yeah, yeah. Let me think. Never mind what I said earlier. Let me think about this because I don't know if I can make that commitment that you asking for sure. You see what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real too, and I appreciate her for keeping it real because I would be upset if I signed up for some shit I didn't know I signed up for. Because she did later on tell me that she liked me, and she'll do whatever I want her to, like all that type of stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, nah, you know, this ain't what that is. You see what I'm saying? Like I had to make that decision, and then it's so crazy that she did. She found somebody else though. It was a white dude too from the school.
Mm.
He said, "Hell yeah," you know what I'm saying?
And he probably didn't have no problems either.
I don't know. She never really talked to me no more after that. She married. You know what I'm saying? She can't braid my hair no more. I'm married now. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'll be around my husband type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, shit, it's all good. But that's just another thing about it that people don't understand. They made it a little stricter for that situation because they know people just do that shit or you know what I'm saying. Some people actually would just get pregnant by you know what I'm saying. That's another way, right? You know what I'm saying? If you have a kid by somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna help you, you know what I'm saying,
It's going to
determine
help
your
you, but
future
it
choice.
doesn't automatically qualify that you're going to be able to be a U.S.
Yeah, yeah,
citizen.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
have to be.
it's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's gonna help you. It's not gonna
No,
automatically
it's going to
qualify
help
you,
you, but it doesn't guarantee because
but just
a lot of people, a lot of women got sent back to Mexico, but the first thing they said was, "My children was born in the United States."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that was Obama. Clinton, Trump, or Biden. One of them signed a bill
Hmm.
stating that if you are an immigrant and do not have your papers, just because you are born in the United States, you're not going to be. They're not going to be considered a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, just because you're married, you're not automatically considered a citizen either. You know what I'm saying? Like they said,
Mm-hmm.
it take like 5 years. Like you just because you get married, yeah, you stand out there, but you're still not considered a citizen yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make it believable. You gotta make it look real. You gotta be real. You know what I'm saying? Like you just sitting on that time that they're allowing to observe. You see what I'm saying?
No,
It,
I
it's
wouldn't.
it's what are you saying?
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
20,000? I don't. You got to play house too. Mm-hmm.
And she was telling like, nah, she was like, my people got money though, like for real. Like I am the one that like she literally tell me like I'm probably the one you want to fuck with. You feel me? Though she let me know like I'm gonna give you 20,000, but like see once you do that, that opens up the door for their people to come out here too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It opens up. See, that's what a lot of people not understand. That opens up the door
Mm-hmm.
because y'all fam. You know what I'm saying? It's just telling me, yeah, my people got bread. My people got money. Like for real. Cause I was like, how you gonna give me 20,000? Like, you walking from college, like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I got money. My people got money, and if you do this, you know what I'm saying, we gonna definitely look out for you. You know what I'm saying? That type of, you know what I'm saying, straight like that. But me being the type of person I am, like, hey man, I don't know what the hell I'm signing up for. I can't do it. Like I just ain't never been good at trying to be a manipulative person and none of that. Like that's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. You see what I'm saying? I know for a fact I could be moving crazy out here just lying to people and telling them anything they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But that'll fuck up my reputation and all that pride. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't be moving like that. My people like we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? We just don't move like that. And but there is a lot of people that do move like that. They're gonna tell you anything. They're gonna tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Really, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Oh yeah, I take yeah. Go ahead and get that car, put it in your name. I'll pay for it, and I'm gonna take care of it. And I'm make, I'm gonna do all that with no intentions of doing none of that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got the car in both of y'all names, and you really the more of the holder, but it still got this person's name on, so you can't tell them they can't use it or have it either. You know what I'm saying? But what they told you that they, you know what I'm saying, they was just trying to build their credit. They don't even need the car. I got two cars. I don't even need the
Mm-hmm.
car. I'm just doing this, so you know what I'm saying? I'm saying they sat there and sold you a dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way that should be. That's just the way that should be working. Like, and I don't get like the thing about it is I don't get why. Well, at the same time, I can't say that because everybody, we just people. But like, I don't see why people can't tell when there's somebody selling them a dream. It shit sound too good to be true, or the information sound too valuable for them to get. It gotta be some flaws in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something, Scott. Let me ask you a question. If me and you in a club, right? Not me and you, like I'm in the club with my best friend. This supposed to be my best friend, right? I meet you and your homegirl. I end up hooking up with you. My best friend end up hooking up with your homegirl. Push
Mm-hmm.
come to shove, something go wrong with all that hookup transaction. My best friend start talking to you.
Mm.
Why would you believe anything he's telling you when he already presented himself as my best friend about me?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Why would you believe it? That's the question. I'm saying, hold on. I gotta grab something real quick, but no, I'm saying I want to let that marinate for a second. If you met this person because that's my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and they come to you in your ear on some gossip and shit, and you gonna believe it 100%, why would you do that? Because that would mean that they just gossiped to you about being my best friend.
Right.
They lied to you in your face by saying that was my best friend in the first place. Because obviously, like, man, you damn sure can't be his best friend if you doing this. Like, I don't even know y'all that good. Why am I so valuable for this information? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'm gonna say let that. I'm saying just think about it and put it in like all kinds of scenarios how this shit be moving. Like it don't make no sense.
Siblings are like that. I don't know if all siblings are like that. Some siblings are not jealous of each other. They actually congratulate on any type of lifestyle they may achieve education money wise. So I don't think our siblings are like that. There is a lot of sibling rivalry that takes place as children. And then as they grow up, they just continuously argue all the time. So it's really, really, really tricky there. And really, the mother, it's up to the mother to see uh, that it's a rivalry at a young age and try to instill in them that they are brother and sister or sister and sister and they should get along because they all they got. Now that's how I would handle it as a mother. I wouldn't allow a rivalry to go on into adulthood. But you have some mothers that favor one over the other, and in that case, it turns into resentment and jealousy also. So that's one thing to think about. But you know, it's been a lot of cases in the news lately that one brother killed another brother over money, for jealousy reasons. So it happens on any economic level, from middle class to poor to rich. You have siblings that turn on each other that just really don't like each other for whatever reason.
Yeah, because see, this is the thing. Because people use information as value too, right? They treat information like it's valuable, right? If you think about it,
Mhm.
information
Mhm.
has some kind of value to it. So let's just say, let's just say, I know you, right? And let's say I'm your kinfolk, and I'm chilling at your crib, you, your husband, woo woo, and you know, I got you out here like meeting somebody with me, and you know what I'm saying, you got your husband's car, but you tell your husband you just going to the tire shop or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Now I could easily come flip it because I could tell your husband, I could be like, yeah, whenever Sky said, because I look, Sky was really at woo whoop and this and that, or whatever. I think she was doing this and that. You know why you said that? Well,
Mhm.
'cause I know she, because she told you was at the tire. She was at the tire shop, right? And he go like, yeah. How did you know that? See, I'm telling you, because I know. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So you can use, look, I'm saying, like one. You get what I'm saying though? Like it be that's how people do information. They use one thing that's gonna make you believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna think like, how did he know that she told me to go to the tire shop if she didn't? And see, she told me that she was going. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
telling you, she told me. See, bro, look,
Mhm.
she told you that you. I know because she told me that she told you she was going to the tire shop, but she told me she was really going to fuck with that nigga that be lifting weights and shit that you were talking about.
Manipulation.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, how do you know? He must know. He must, cause how would he know that she said she's going to the tire shop? You see what I'm saying? Like it's just all that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's all on us to be intelligent enough, and a lot of people ain't that. Because one thing about it is when somebody try to come to me with some information, I ask myself, why are you telling me? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Well, why
Why
are
are
you
you giving
bringing
me the
it to
information?
me?
What do
Mhm.
you get out? What part have you been drugging? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are you like? Because if you just come out of nowhere, give me some information, like you just looking out or whatever, I'm gonna be questioning that because like that's not. something that you have to do. But if you are, you know, in between things, or you know what I'm saying, I can understand. But like when somebody just come, you know how people pull up on a block and be like, man, let me tell y'all something. When you listen to that story, you know he's gonna make it sound more exciting and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't just come and tell y'all some little lame story. He gotta make it sound real exciting and good. You know what I'm saying? We already know that.
Yeah, you gotta add on and add on and add on some.
Yeah, you gotta, and then and I think the bitch came outside with a perm still in her head, like backing up all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, you know, what I'm saying, throw all, because you gotta make it sound exciting. You can't just come like you got some juicy shit and be telling some niggas some regular stuff. They're like, bro, you ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. Let's talk about. Nigga gonna start talking about football again. You gotta get everybody attention to shit. Over there, let me tell you something, shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what when motherfuckers say that, I'm like, oh shit. Let's hear some facts and some non-facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
it's
gonna hear
also
a few facts.
like I said, it's manipulation, and they are appealing to you that they are coming with some information that's gonna benefit you. So you got to believe me because I'm trying to help you.
Or just some information
That
that'll
other
be
person really
entertaining.
ain't your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also some shit that be entertaining. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, like how everybody, you know, when they tell their story, they always gotta add some extra shit to it. Even they let me tell you about my day at work. You know what I'm saying? They gotta make it sound a little extra, you know what I'm saying? Before it could be a story for everybody want to listen to about your day at work. Like, niggas don't care about that. Like you should start talking about, I was doing paperwork. You start, like, we don't want to hear that shit. You gotta put, you know what I'm saying? You gotta add a little extra onto it, a little extra excitement. You know what I'm saying? To make motherfuckers even want to pay attention to this shit, man. And that's why I'm saying, but after reading them texts, I'm just hoping, like, I'm just thinking in my mind, I know, like, of course, that's our family. They wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying? But, like, when it's going to them levels, now you ask yourself, what could have been said to who and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, hey, it's a dirt, hey, man, say this, look, I'm telling you, man, like, you got certain people that got they gotta keep their eyes open because the way they move, and you got certain people that don't think they gotta keep their eyes open because the way they move. You get what I'm saying? Like if you really don't be doing too much and then you don't feel like you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna. But it's some people that we like. I can tell you stories and stuff like where it's be like, damn, yeah, all that shit come into play. Like I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, I'm still asking myself why they ain't even see, like they got all this text message right there on the thing with them. Why you ain't see none of their sisters saying anything? You know what I'm
Even
saying?
if they,
On her
even if they,
page, sharing it, find her. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh. Everybody's looking at it like, still sibling rivalry, just like somebody said in the chat. Like all brothers and sisters do that. That's why I was explaining that when you left and came back. All brothers and sisters don't act like that.
Yeah, and the Merrick, bro. That's see the thing about it is you gotta be conscious not to be just because look, jealousy is only a form of weakness because you're only jealous of somebody because you feel like you can't do it. And if you already feel like you can't do it, then you're already selling yourself short because you can do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to be jealous of somebody is already accepting that you can't do something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, because look, it's not no man. Look, that's what I'm telling you. I grew up. I'm the oldest, and all my brothers and sisters, younger, what I'm saying, back, getting close to my age and all that, they're younger than me. But when I was growing up, all the shit that I wanted that every kid was getting, I knew that I couldn't pressure my mom about it because you got four others, you know what I'm saying, five others, you know what I'm saying. So what did I
Mhm.
do? I went out and started working at like 13, helping the lady at 7-Eleven and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Give me a little, you know what I'm saying? As a kid, it ain't a lot of money, but when you 13, you know what I'm saying, a little $100 in a week can really do something for you. That's a lot of CCPs, that's a lot of arcade game going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Plus your mom will give you a little 20, you know what I'm saying? That's a little something if you working it right. I was going door to door selling candy. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. For this little non-profit organization, and we was getting paid though. You know what I'm saying? It's for kids that that want to work that's underage, but it's nonprofit and it's for goal awareness program, but we still get paid for ourselves. So I could really I'm at the skating ring with some money on me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like a little 13-year-old having like $200 on you, man. That's that's great.
Mhm.
But I already knew that I wasn't jealous of all the other kids and blaming my mom. Oh, you can't do this for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I understood. So I had to go out there and get it on my own. Being jealous is only a sign that's showing that you weak. Cause you'll never know how good you could be at something if that's what you and see a lot of times is people be jealous of people for shit that they don't even want anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got some attention out of this, like that might not be your thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that might not be your thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like I had homies when we was real young. We used to flip. We used to be. I'm talking about flip. I'm talking about I'm doing two back hold. We doing front flips. We doing all this shit. And some of my homeboys just couldn't do it, but they didn't get jealous. They just got good at other things. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
that wasn't. They didn't even want to compete with us on that. That's not their thing. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They just got good in what they was good at. You see what I'm saying? And I also had homeboys that try to battle us on the flipping shit and they landed straight on that shit. You see what I'm saying? That wasn't that just wasn't their thing. But that comes with that jealousy shit. It comes like I'm telling you that shit, man. If that's why I say if you ain't doing nothing, you don't got no haters if you ain't doing nothing. Like it, that shit comes like with it, and it's like you could be a good rapper and a motherfucker be jealous of you and know damn well they don't want to be a rapper. They probably just jealous of the attention you getting off of. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They don't want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying at all. So when the jealousy don't be mainly off of what you're doing, it mainly off of the outcome of what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you have a lot of people talking good about you, people don't like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm tired of hearing about this bitch Sky all the damn time, man. Every time y'all come under, y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? Like people just they just don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be talking about me. You feel me? That's a part of it. Happy birthday, sweet baby. Hold on. Let me see if I can give. I don't know. Let me see if I can give you. Let me see if I can give you a little something for your birthday, man. Oh, let me see.
It's my birthday too.
It's your birthday too. Oh shit. See, you don't even know what I was gonna do. See, hold on. Let me see. So, I'm trying to see if I can even. Let's see. Let's see if this goes.
That was sweet.
I just had to give her a little couple of happy birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I thought you was gonna give out some of that big money you got.
Ah, shit. See what I'm saying? See, he's talking about big money. Hey, see that's what I'm saying? Hey, the big money only exists whenever you know what I'm saying. Like it's just shit. I got bills just like everybody else do, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I ain't even moving like I used to. You know what I'm saying? For real. When they was young out there, like it was like really blowing that shit. Don't care. When you get the responsibilities and a lot of stuff change, that should be different.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't saying I'm, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm broken or like that. You know what I'm saying? I could toss us up on the cash app now. You know,
Mm.
but still.
I'm gonna remember that when my birthday do come.
Yeah, hey, and I'm gonna remember when mine come to. You know what I'm saying? We both gonna remember this. You know what I'm saying? Shit, cause I expect
What
you to.
month you born in?
Huh?
What sign are you?
You said what?
What sign are you?
Leo.
Stubborn, um, leader. Let me see what else. Damn control freak sometimes. If
See,
you
and the
cross
thing about it
me,
is, everybody always trying to pull out the bad parts about it, and I'm not too much of all the bad parts at all. Those are some of the bad parts. Like people that know me, they be saying that's a good quality about me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That I'm
it
not
is.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the bad things. Like I'm not like that controlling it. Like I don't be moving the way people would expect me to move. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things like, well, you know, everybody got their own little shit about them, though. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
I'm
more
just saying
so,
in
like
general.
you like to blaze your own path. That's what more so that I mean by stubborn. If the teacher say, "Oh, boss, I need you to," you gonna figure out a way. But look, at the end of the day, everybody gonna be following you instead of you following the
Yeah,
lead of somebody else.
I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah, you gonna do it your way, right?
I'm gonna do it the best way I see fit to make it happen and everybody be happy. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about me. See that was one thing about me. I always try to look out for everybody, which I learned you can't do that really. You know what I'm saying? Successfully all the time. You can't really, you know what I'm saying, look out for everybody. Like you can't change every situation to make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't. It's always gonna be somebody to find something wrong.
Yeah. And even when you thought you made everybody happy, come to find out you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a little, you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody, whenever I tell people out that I'm a leader, okay, so now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all always got, man. See, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be hating on, why y'all be hating on Leo so much, man? Why y'all hating on Leo so much, man? It ain't got, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got. Well, what side are you? Hmm?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, you a Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you talk down on yourself then too, then, huh?
I'm not
You
talking down on
stubborn.
myself. It's
No,
just
you
like
stubborn too then. Okay, so I guess yeah, we some stubborn
So we
motherfuckers.
all Leos in this thing.
Yeah, we all some stubborn motherfuckers. Hey, and that ain't that crazy. We all Leos, huh? Ain't that something? You see what
Look,
I'm
I
saying?
hear I'm stubborn a lot.
Yeah, ain't that something? We all Leos. Ain't that something though?
Mm-hmm.
I get along good with other Leos. Well, I had a
Yeah, I
boyfriend
do
for a
too.
long time that was a Leo.
Yeah, the one of the my longest relationships was with a Leo. Shit.
All right.
I mean, you know, everybody had their little, but we understood each other, so we didn't never take it. You know what I'm saying? Because we understood each other. That's why I say what's understood don't need no understanding. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just like you know what I'm saying? What's that on Boys in the Hood? He said whatever. Remember when Ice Cube when they was at the right before all boys started shooting at the little block party and shit. And he
Mm-hmm.
said he had put his gun. Said we got a problem. We got a problem. And then he was in the car. He said, "See, that's what I'm talking about. Fools always trying to show out and shit in the hood and shit." And they said, "Oh, nigga," then his old boy said, "Oh, nigga, you be doing that shit too." He said,
Right.
he said, "Yeah, I know."
uh.
So, nigga, you be doing the same shit. He said, "Yeah, I know." You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I know. I be doing the same shit too. Try to talk about everybody in the hood. I always try to pull that shit out, try to be showing out and shit. And then that's what you be doing. He said, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What's understood, I don't need to understand it, man. That's just the way, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way the world moves. But I do find it very crazy that all of us is Leos on this thing, man, because it seemed like I've been lately like a lot of Leos. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, like getting close, like not close with, but you know what I'm saying, like
All right.
it's just weird.
I mean, it's not weird to me.
Like I'm finding myself not getting along with people unless they like Leos are close to it. You know what I'm saying, or you
Facts.
know what I'm saying, like or only a certain few. You know what I'm saying, like you got some like okay, what's July? That's like Gemini's or whatever.
Cancers and
Oh yeah, cancers.
yeah,
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Leos.
Certain, you know what I'm saying. People that I've
Yeah.
noticed that I can only like they understand me. Like the same shit I can say to somebody else, they go left. They don't understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
I can have a conversation with a Cancer or a Leo all fucking night, and they get everything I'm saying, and I don't have to keep reiterating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or fixing it up to make you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
This shit's crazy. It really is. I'm trying to tell you, and then there's some that no matter how simple I make it, they still don't get what the hell I'm saying. Like you be trying to use big words, you talk to, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
to
Like,
be expected.
mhm. Like if you notice anything about me, I speak metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
metaphorically speak. I compare things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I show you how this compared to that to you know what I'm saying to prove whatever to you know what I'm saying to what I'm saying.
Right.
It's just like if you be calling me all the time on some emergency type of shit, and it's not an emergency, and then what I would probably say to you is like, man, I fuck with you, and I understand why you calling me, but have you ever heard about the boy or whatever that cried wolf? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every time he always cried, but it wasn't nothing happening. So when something really was happening, nobody believed it. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to explain to this person is like, man, why do you keep calling me like it's an emergency? Got me jumping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Got me jumping up in it, and then by the time I'm dressing for the, oh no, I'm good. What? You good? What do you mean? So why would you know what I'm saying? Why would you call me like it's? I don't know. Like, I'll be like, man, come on, man. You gotta. There's certain things that's you know what I'm saying that is not getting understood that need understanding. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I
Right.
know everybody have them type of people, that call you like it's. I need you to stop everything you're doing, but it don't be nothing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you be like, bro, man, you just up here and I done sat up here and came. Like you said, you ain't even here yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about 2 hours? I was just you know what I'm saying? The way you hit me, I'm sitting there eating lunch with my girl or whatever, with my fam, and I'm pulling. And you saying you ain't? Well, yeah, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. What? But why didn't you just say that in the beginning, bro?
Right.
One thing about Leos is that they like that person called upon you, but in the same scenario, if we needed to call upon somebody for help, most of the time we'll wait it out. We'll figure it out ourselves. We'll go a different route. But we do not get on that phone or the internet
Yeah,
begging for help. Oh,
yeah.
can I
No,
have $50? Can I put
Leos
some?
are
We
the
would never
are
do
the
that.
type. We are the type that's called upon for help. So
True.
so when you call other people for help, they're not. I'm telling you, man. Like I
Yeah,
already
they
know.
don't.
Like man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'll be fucking with y'all. Or like nobody ain't trying to hear my mother. I have to listen to everybody else fucking story and what they going through, but ain't nobody trying to listen to my. Oh yeah, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to hear none of the shit I telling them about. Like literally, like even if it's very, what I'm saying, informed. Like, you need to know this shit. They're still not trying to hear it because
Right.
you got everything, you got it. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, I'm trying to tell you something. But people would call me, and I'll sit here and listen to everybody's story and what they going through, and if they ask for advice, give it to them. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like too many people. I'm just calling like on that tip. Now, if it's like, hey, this that, then you know what I'm saying. But like, as far as just to be having somebody vent or talk to is different. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got people that I definitely call for like if this and that, but like as far as like how we sitting right here having a conversation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people I know they ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? And just
True.
call me. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, it'd be like that. But I you know what I'm saying, I do have people that I rock with like on on that shit too. But it's just something I noticed. I've always been the one they call. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've always been the person that you call. You know what I'm saying? Like straight like that. It's just always been like that, man. Like it's so crazy because I had somebody and I was like, man, the way you fucking even text me don't even sound right. Of course, I'm not gonna respond. Like when you text somebody and make it literally
Mm.
sound like this is the only thing I'm using you for, nigga, you
Right.
got the game fucked up. What happened to how you doing? Is everything okay? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I missed your call. What's going on? Yeah, no, I was just calling at like, come on, man.
Right.
Are we gonna do it like that? Like seriously? Who do you think I am? You see what I'm saying? Like it's literally like it ain't nothing. But I was just calling to ask for what? Now it's like it's damn near like offending me. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, you says May funeral. You calling me? What you want?
All I want to do is ask you for $50. Okay. That's what I thought. Beep. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass on. You see what I'm saying? Like
That's a
it's so
fact.
crazy. What it's good about being honest though. Shit, don't toy with me.
True.
But I was like, hey, yeah, what's going on, man? How everything going? Everything good? Oh, yeah, I was just trying to ask you for $150. What? Well, no. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Don't get it. And you know what I'm saying? Because you can only play somebody so long. Like it's to a point to where you can actually put yourself in a position, and you ask yourself why people only calling you, ask you for this, and usually it's because you sat up there and did it to yourself, right? Because every time somebody call, you always trying to help. So now niggas only calling you for that reason, and if you can't help, then they don't want to talk to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now you gotta ask yourself. Now you asking yourself why you're in a position, but you know why, because that's the only thing people call you for, and you are. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't come up with no other good reason to call you but for that, because that's the position you've been playing. You feel me? I mean, that shit just real as it gets. It can't get no realer than that. You know what I'm saying? Once you start seeing that type of behavior and shit, then that's when you already know it's like shit. I see what motherfuckers on.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like literally like, oh, I seen you had called me. I was asleep 5 times. What's going on? Everything good? Like how's it woo and all that? You don't answer none question. I just want to see if you had. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Automatically jump to something else.
Yeah.
Like bye.
Yeah, I'll be like, man, yeah, man, my fucking car, fucking back hurt. I just got to hop in. I'm telling you this. What's going on though? Oh, I just want to know if I can borrow $200.
Shoot, I
Oh,
tell the
for
ass
real?
no.
After all I told you, that's the first thing you said. That's it.
Like I feel like other people don't be trying to put out the same energy as we do. So, I ain't finna
Yeah,
waste my time.
they don't have no passion behind the shit they do.
Right.
I think that what Leos just be more passionate about the shit they do. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that I do, I'm a like shit. I'm gonna sit up there. Them niggas out there. If I start trying to be a jump rope expert, and I see them niggas out there, I'm gonna be right out there trying to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna take it seriously, bitch. If a nigga doing tricks and shit I can't do, now I'm gonna be right out there watching them and see how
Facts.
they do it and learn how to do it. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you I'm the best flipper out here without, you know what I'm saying, actually
Right.
touching bases and knowing how to do this shit. I'm gonna sit up there and do my research and figure out how to do this shit for real because I'm serious about doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nothing that I'm not serious about don't interest me. That's why people be like, man, like you think that I'm just very good at a lot of things, but it's just I be more serious about things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter if it's playing motherfucking 2K22. If I like that game, I'm finna get serious about it, and I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be good. Like we
Right.
started out sorry, but now we winning all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just something. You know what I'm saying? I don't just do shit. I don't just follow the trends and shit like that, man. I'm
Right.
telling
We set our own.
you. Niggas was out here telling me, man, bro, man, yeah, you dripped out, man, but your shirt a little bit, look, you know what I'm saying? When you ain't wearing the tight shit, nigga, cuz I don't follow no trends, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now, I damn near you can't find no fucking jeans that ain't fit like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I
Right.
don't like the skinny jeans on some people. The skinny jeans do not look good on certain people. I'm just all I'm saying.
Yeah, it don't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, now these days, like, I still, even my skinny jeans ain't skinny. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
The way I buy them, like, they fit, but they ain't like on me like that at all.
Word.
Like, I could literally run in these motherfuckers and jump fences and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just, man, say, you nigga be wearing them jeans and be trying to jump up, man. Been to fuck their whole self off trying to jump up in them tight ass jeans, man. Like, you gotta make them hoes, you know what I'm saying? A little comfortable, man, for real. Like, they be trying to give me, see, because all the jeans right now are skinny jeans mostly. You know what I'm saying? They're fit, like it's not no bagginess in them, but it just depends on how skinny you want them to be. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, like that shit tight on you, like motherfucking what's that shit down like what's that shit that the girls be wearing? You know what I'm talking about? What
The
y'all be?
leggings, the leggings, the spandex. The,
Yeah, spandex. Yeah, that's why I want to say spandex, but I thought I was saying something wrong. Spandex. Yeah. Nah, I ain't wearing my shit like that, bro. I buy the designer jeans, but them hoes gonna be able to, like I can still sag a little bit of them, but they still look tight fit, but not tight where they grabbing me. You know what I'm saying? It got some air in it. Got some look, you know what I'm saying? That's how I rock my shit. And I still ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still ain't trying to jump on that shit to where you can't really run and shit. Like you can't move, you can't do nothing. That shit be crazy, man. Like niggas would be really wearing t-shirts and their stomach hanging out and shit. Like what the fuck wrong with you? For real, like how your stuff, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? You should have got that bitch at the large, nigga. Like niggas is like literally buying mediums, bro, and know they extra large. You know what I'm saying? And now, am I telling the truth or not? This
Somewhat,
shit
yeah.
every day.
You
Yeah,
gotta
they
be.
buy. Look, no, they buying like mediums and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy because sometimes I don't be knowing or paying attention to that.
Yeah, that's why the shirt be so fit like that. This ain't no underarm under gear for basketball players or nothing like that. This is a t-shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
Under Armour for basketball, you know, that should be titled athletes. But while your t-shirts, when they fitting you like that, that means you bought a size smaller than what you are.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm. You can't just make every t-shirt of one of them. You know how people be, they do have shirts that's like that. That be, you know what I'm saying, that tight shit. But it's like you can't make every shirt be that's not the design. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the look that they putting on. Cause niggas can have a Pokemon shirt wrapped tight on them like you think like it's one of them ball main shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how
Right.
the rich people be wearing that. You know what I'm saying? That tight ass shirt that the muscle niggas be wearing and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the look that they be going for. And I'm like, man, hold on, man. Cause
Uh-uh.
look, this my thing. If you raise your hands up and your shirt come over to your belly button, that means too small for you, bro. That's all it is, man. There ain't no such thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you.
Uh-uh. That's crazy.
If you raise your hand up and that bitch lift up above your belly button, that hoe too small for you, man. Like, stop it.
Uh-uh.
I'm telling you, man, motherfucker. I'd have had somebody bring me a fit, and I was like, man, shit. Yeah, I put that bit on. Yeah, that hoe would be good if I was like just like if I was a muscle bound. You know what I'm saying? Like it would, but take it back, get a large. Yeah, man, come on, man. Okay, I
Right.
can't do the shit. Like I can't anything that I'm a tear. If I make a sudden movement, then I don't need it on me. Like if you ever seen somebody like rip their pants and their shirt, like bro, that means this shit too small for you, bro. You shouldn't
Right.
you should not have to you shouldn't rip your shirt reaching up on the second aisle to grab something. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just the fact. You know what I'm saying? If you have to reach up there to get the detergent and rip your shirt, I mean it's too small for you, man. Stop it. Everybody following them trends and stuff, like you know what I'm saying, like for real. And see, I barely started getting into because I really didn't care. Like I was still old school, still like not old school, but still feel like I didn't even really care about the designer type of jeans. You know, so I didn't give a damn about none of that shit. And everybody be like, bro, why you don't be wearing that one fit? Why you don't? Because I don't feel comfortable in it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't feel comfortable with it. But hey, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? I still manage, you know what I'm saying? Like even the jeans I got on right now, they like back years ago, they are would be considered skinny jeans, but they're not tight on me. You know what I'm saying? But all that baggy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like boy, back in the day, niggas just had some jeans, man. You could store all kind of shit up in them hoes. They'd be so baggy.
Right.
I'm
No,
telling you,
my
you have
thing
all kind
is
of
that
compartments. You said what?
my thing is that when you running, like when you running from the police or you running to get away, you got to hold your pants up. It's slowing your speed down. I'm like, God, man, you might would have got away had you not been holding your pants up.
Right. Should have wore a
Man,
belt.
I promise you, I seen this nigga sit up there dancing on the curb in some of the tightest skinny jeans, and it halfway hanging off of him. He doing like kind of like that block boy, but not like he doing it with both legs. It's like I don't know if you ever seen that dance, like because the block boy you do it consistently with one leg, but imagine a block boy left, right, left, right, left, right. You know what I'm saying? They got a little new challenge of people doing that shit, but that shit kind of old. Man, I promise you, when this dude started doing that shit, the boy fell off the curb down and fucked himself up so bad. And them little ass jeans, like everybody's like, oh my god, bro, like that nigga couldn't he couldn't move his leg right. You know what I'm saying? She got stuck like trying to dance in the little ass jeans. I'm talking about fell, almost messed himself all the way up, like he was damn near knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Laying there for a minute, but it could have been worse. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Sit up there in them little ass jeans trying to do the block boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He sit up there trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing the little dances and shit. But the pants ain't allow you to move like that, buddy. The pants is not. What's up with it, Angie? Look, the pants is not allowing you to do the block boy J. Then this nigga done missed the whole step. His leg and got caught stiff in the air. He can't put his leg down to catch himself. He laying on the ground, pants hanging all the way down, all this shit. I was like, man, come on, fool. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Some people go extra tight with their shit.
Right.
Yeah, like super tight. Like that you can't even put your phone in your pocket type of shit. That shit be crazy right there. I'm like, damn, nigga, like if you can't at least keep a wallet and a phone, them hoes too tight. This shit ain't, them hoes is they too tight. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, just imagine that you, imagine your pants so tight and you ran over a bag of money. You can't even put $100,000 in your pocket, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got all these little play pockets and shit. All thing you put is in that bitch is a lighter. That's why I know I couldn't fuck with because I be having a lot of shit in my pockets. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I be bringing everything with me. You can't even even the pants that I got on now. I can't even put my wallet and my phone in the same pocket. Like I can, but it's still like I'm gonna feel them hoes there like the whole time. But which that's a good thing because when you be having loose pockets, you can't feel the shit in there. So that's how niggas be losing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how niggas be losing that wallet and shit because you can't feel that it's not there. But
Oh.
with these new style pants, that bitch drop. You know what I'm saying. You can feel it coming straight out. You go, oh shit, you been caught that bitch before it hit the ground. That's what I say. I mean, like I can't knock the new style on designer designer jeans and shit like that. That shit, you know what I'm saying, look good. But I just feel like people be taking it to another extreme and shit. Like y'all be taking this shit too far. You know what I'm saying? For real. They be taking that shit way too far with this designer shit. Like, it don't make no sense, man. Cause if everybody, man, look how tight his jeans is. If everybody looking at how tight your jeans is, that must mean them hoes must be too tight, bro. Like, that niggas is trying to figure out how he even got up in here. Like, how did he walk? And I know I'm talking about like them hoes be so tight, like the bottom part don't even get to where your ankle sock end at. And you still see a little bit of that skin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you got on ankle, you know what I'm saying, ankle socks. And you still see a little bit of that shit. You had that shit wrapped around your ankle. Like, the bitch can't come over your ankle. You know, the bottom part can't come over your ankle. So you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. That's extra tight. Like, niggas is really like, you know how some girls be having to do all this wiggling and shaking and shit to get into their clothes. I hope niggas ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I hope niggas ain't doing that too, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Cause you know a lot of women y'all dance to get inside y'all shit. Y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely gotta play some strip club music just to get in y'all shit. That's the way y'all like it though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all damn near got just put y'all pants. I gotta play bands to make her dance. Bands to make her, yeah. You gotta get yourself crunk. Go ahead and throw them bitches on. But for a dude, like, I don't see how y'all be doing. I don't see how they be doing that, man. I'm telling
Right.
you. You know damn well you didn't just slide up in them hoes like that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We know that for a fact, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You can tell them whatever you want to tell them, but I know for a fact I got some jeans and them hoes is throw. That's some design, man. That's some, and I just brought them a waist size small or something. And that, man, by the time I was like, man, hell nah, fuck this shit. I just had to take a loss on them. You know what I'm saying? Cause I never tried them on for a long time. I couldn't take it back. I just took a loss on them. Shit. But I could put them on though. And most people ain't gonna complain or say nothing, but still, I'm like, nah, we good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could barely button these bitches up, man. Y'all niggas tripping. I'm talking about my legs is hurting. I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to wear them hoes one time. I'm like, man, my legs hurt. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, my shit feeling numb in a bit. But everybody's like, yeah, you got a new, what's that? You know, I'm like, yeah, shit. And they like, oh, yeah, I see them all fresh. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even know them motherfucking hoes got my motherfucking, like, cutting out my circulation, bro. I'm like, nah, I can't do this shit, bro. That niggas crazy with this skinny jeans shit, man.
Yeah, that used to.
I don't. The thing about it is, I don't know what they're gonna come up with next, though. You see what I'm saying?
Shoot, I don't know.
We might go, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We might go back to niggas will be wearing robes and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit look like, you know what I'm saying? Back in the, like, you know what I'm saying? The
They
Greek
used to wear
days and shit, like,
robes.
look, dresses and shit.
Mm-mm.
Like, oh, they got a whole robe on, bro.
That
Versace.
is funny.
They got a Gucci robe on, man. What the fuck? Like, what the hell's going on out here, man? And it should be so. See, that's what I'm saying because you know I don't be liking to talk, but I be like, man, shit be so weird, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shit be so weird because the way I move, a lot of times, like everything is to my access, so I don't really have to like get out there and go to the laundromat, then go to the Walmart and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the day I
Right.
did that shit, I like, man, some weird motherfuckers out here for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was. I'm talking about that. As soon as I got the damn car, niggas is tripping. First thing I heard was this dude. This nigga, he talking. Well, I didn't know it was a dude, but it just sounded like an extra girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that extra shit. The way that, girl, let me, all that, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga, bitch ass nigga, woo, 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 woo. I turn around, it's a whole motherfucking dude. Do you hear me? Nigga got a bald fade, them long jetted pink, like, and in my mind, like, I'm looking like, damn, okay. But it's like, that's the thing about it is, they not even trying to look like no girl. They just talking like one. You see what I'm saying? That's what confused. You see what I'm saying? Because you used to, but this, I'm talking about this person got a fade, which I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but I was like, damn, you talking like more, you talking more, oh, you know what I'm saying, girls, so it's like, but it's like they ain't even trying to, which that's a good thing that you ain't trying to disguise, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But it was just, and then as soon as this person walked past me, then the dude in electronics at Walmart, I'm trying to holler at him, ask for some little, you know what I'm saying, controllers and shit. Man, talking about this nigga threw his whole motherfucking, smock off, right? So yeah, I'm gonna pop that nigga. I'm pop that bitch ass nigga. I'm like, what the fuck going on? He said he gonna pop somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is the day. You know what I'm saying? This is my whole day. So he leave out the line. He leave. Everybody still sit in line like, yeah. He said he's gonna pop somebody or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They all conjugating. Hey, for fuck it, I go to GameStop. You know what I'm saying? I go, you know what I'm saying, to Little Toy Aisle, and then this is essay. He carrying his pallets of some stuff, like a whole display, and he got it on a pallet jack. When I tell you this nigga came and dropped that bitch, I mean he dropped it. Like scared the shit out of people. It just drug shit like everybody hate their job. Shit like, all right, so this is, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas is tripping. I'm probably have to knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? I'm already feeling like this. And then I go to Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna skip everything and then I go to Chick-fil-A. And that shit, I was like, man, it's like, man, this world is taking a whole change so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
next week, nigga, it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way this shit going on out here like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Chick-fil-A looked like a whole club, and it wasn't the type of club that you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on over here? Oh, man, it's like, man. Mm-mm. And I'm like, man, this shit wasn't even like this just a week ago.
Right.
Hell to me.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm signing off. I appreciate y'all. I thought it was a good show. And get in touch with me, boss. I will get into what you say? What did he say?
No, I was reading the time that I was at that I've been on 4 hours and 46 minutes.
I know that's still early for us though. You know, we run all the way to like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's how long this live was. 4 hours and 46 minutes. That's what I was reading that when you said that. That made me take a look and read how long I've been going live. Cause I be trying not to go over.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a lot of like if you go over the time that YouTube will only allow you so long, then that the video ain't gonna be uploaded, disappear. I had a lot of videos like that. You know what I'm saying? That did good. Where I still get my what's name for that video, but it's just not gonna be there for other. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
While I'm going live, it's still gonna get that part, but that whole don't get published. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a real good video, and then it don't get published because it was too long.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get everything off of the time I was going live, but the potential is gone because you had a great video that just can't be uploaded. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all ever noticed that like it be a lot of videos that that you don't see. That's because I went too long on it. Like that Young Dolph one that I did that had like 29,000 views or something. That is not you can't watch it. It's not on my channel because it's too long for the upload is low.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's why I be
Mm-hmm.
trying to pay attention because sometimes I do be forgetting to look at this shit.
Yeah, you could have made part one, you cut it off, and then come back and make part two.
Yeah, I could have, but everybody was engaged and shit. I wasn't thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that shit it went left. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I only got like 4 or 5 videos, but they will always be the real good ones because that's why I be going so long because they be doing so good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the ones that I be fucking losing. Like, I'm like, damn, what's fucked up, bro? But I've been learning how to fix that shit because that one with Tyrese Sampson at the amusement park,
Mm.
that one was too long too. It didn't get what I'm saying, didn't get published, but I had uh I could only save 4 hours of it from what I'm saying, the other service that I'm using. So I just uploaded 4 hours of it. You get what I'm saying? After the live was gone, because the live I did with him was like 11. It was over. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see the one that just got 4 hours of it, and a lot of people because it was like two to three different people that came on there that was at the park, but like in the video you only got to see two of them
Mm.
because the rest of it I couldn't keep saved because the the shit I'm using will only save like 4 hours at the max of a video. That's outside of YouTube. So I upload that bitch though, but that was doing real. That shit going crazy. That's the one you was asking me about the other day. We was talking that was going crazy with the kid that fell off the ride.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was gonna just not, you know what I'm saying? It was not going. I wasn't gonna have it, but I figured out how to upload at least some of it with some with some good shit in it. You know what I'm saying? That shit going crazy. Like, but I used to just leave it like that. Like I never just fuck with it. If it's too long and it's not gonna show, then I'd leave it alone. But that one right there, I was like, damn. as an upload. That's doing like better than, you know what I'm saying? Like it's already reaching past like some of my top shit. You know what I'm saying? Just in like the last week, like a week. So that's why I be trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to look at the time and shit to save my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be paying attention to that shit. People don't be getting that shit. I be sitting there talking and shit, smoking and shit too. So if I ain't see your comment, I ain't don't mean I'm ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking at the shit. I only be paying attention to my video when it's telling me that I need to cut that bitch off. Shit. See, I'm still up. I'm still up smoking this shit. I don't know why. But yeah, Scott, yeah, I appreciate you coming through and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you had some interesting people on here,
Like
you
I said,
know.
interesting people. Everybody was tripping because I said, "Oh boy," said he used the N bomb everywhere, but you know what I'm saying. I really didn't trip on that because the way he said it, I think I get what he's trying to say. Like he uses like, yeah, my nigga. You know what I'm saying, like that. Not the N I, you know what I'm saying, not the Nigger. You know what I'm saying, because I'm where I'm at is a little diverse too, and they like you can't really get mad. They're all saying Indians. Yeah, man, my nigga, what you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really get mad over this shit because they're not using that other term of they saying it like how trying to say it like how like all the kids and everybody to be using the shit out that word like one dude
Yeah, but they
I had to
should.
tell him
I
I was
don't
like,
use
bro,
it.
you said that shit way too much. We had to tell somebody you using it way too much.
No, I don't use it, and I don't allow my boys to use it either. It's not happening.
Yeah, but it's be so crazy because I like sometimes I could be sitting out in my room and shit, and I can hear all the little kids playing. They be so young, they be saying it too. My nigga, man, that's my nigga. That they be, I'm telling you, and it be white, Hispanic, all that outside. Like it ain't like even black kids. Like that shit that just got so diverse where everybody just uses that word for real, but not in that sense of the cruel intent sense. In a sense, like how I be saying, yeah, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They all just say that. That's my nigga. Man, nigga, y'all niggas over there playing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All the little
I,
kids, I'm looking outside I'm like, man, y'all too young to even be talking like that.
some people don't want. Some people don't want the white people to use that word at all.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they're not entitled to use it because we so called ourselves taking the word back. But I don't know.
But it's different. It's like almost a word like you, cause you know like how you like nouns are like you got the er, the gjing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the word f and the FRE, and you know what I'm saying. And every one means a different meaning. You get what I'm saying? The way you
I
add the
think
last couple of letters to it. You see what I'm saying? So when you say the Nigger, that's what people don't allow out here. You know what I'm saying too. And people still get mad if somebody keep using the Nigga, but for the most part, if you put the ER on it, then that means you trying to start some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they ain't really tripping in the club. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you shake their hand, buy drinks if they ain't really tripping too hard on that. But if you put that ER on it, they sitting up there looking at you, waiting on you to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Oh, he said ER. There. All right. That's good. Let's go. Let's get. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, how you use them nouns always have the last two. You can change it. You know, going, gone. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
But I don't. I want you to feel uncomfortable with the word.
Yeah, I mean, they should, but it's so much terminology in the culture that it's kind of hard to backtrack on that part. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying I don't want you to be so comfortable with saying it. I want you to be mindful what you're saying, and like it's in all the songs. Okay, we know that, right? In every song is him.
Yeah,
And so you like
that's why
some
I'm
people.
saying, like, of course, I'm saying we've already made to the point where when they say like the NIGGA, it's almost like it's gonna be in the video games. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, no! Don't tell me.
The NIGGA, no, like I'm talking about like Grand Theft Auto, like my nigga, but not
In the video game.
Man, this is a term that's used so heavily. You don't even you don't even. I'm telling you.
Wow.
The NIGGA though, you see what I'm saying? Like meaning like my partner, my people. The way we use it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people feel like, man, I'm just saying you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it like that, bro. I'm talking about you really my people, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way we used it. You know what I'm saying? We used it like that. So
I'm trying to explain it to.
with different intentions though.
Yeah.
When they want to be funny about it, they will be funny about it. I'm telling you, they'll put the ER on the end. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
All I done all night is sit up in here and eat. I've been snacking ever since. Your baby finally went to sleep, huh? You ready to go to bed?
What did you say? Say it again. She left.